The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, is it just me? Or is it hot in here?
Shall we play a game?
Player to another.
Turn on the TV, pick up the controller and play some games with the Nude Clan. Welcome to another episode of Nude Clan.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I just had a little trouble there. I am your. I was about to say Ultima. Oh shit!
What am I, a fucking retard?
Fuck you. I was about to say Ultima. It's like, welcome to another episode of
Was your mic shorting?
Nude Clan.
Was your mic shorting just then?
Cord was, so I need to not touch the cord.
No.
I am your very spluttered host.
Spluttered? That's what they call it
Spluttered,
nowadays?
stuttering, spelunking,
And spelunking.
only for you.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
Host Joe.
I'm Caleb Craig.
This is Cameron.
Caleb Schweiss.
And today, ladies and gentlemen, mostly 93% gentlemen.
Wow. That's a high percentage than I thought of women.
It's high. I'm just assuming that we have the same kind of base as Ultima, just assuming.
Yeah. According to YouTube.
According to YouTube demographics, that's where we're at. Today, we are reviewing the grand 1994 sprawling epic from the makers of Fargo and Four Weddings and a Funeral. Sorry, the studio that brought you Fargo and Four Weddings and a Funeral, two of the great films of the 1990s. Double Dragon.
Woo!
Yes, and we're going to be reviewing that soon. But first, what has everybody been playing? Caleb Craig.
I've been playing a lot of Shadow Warrior, the funny version of Doom, basically.
Yeah. I think this is going to be another case where there's a really good game series, and then there's like a shittier, lesser version of the game series, and Caleb's going to stick by that one. Just like with Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row.
Saints Row. I was about to say that.
Caleb's
Yeah.
like, Saints Row is so much better. I'm like,
Saints
fuck
Row is
off.
fucking superior.
Oh,
to
fuck
fucking
you.
Grand Theft Auto.
Bullshit.
Dude, if you have a fucking dildo sword that you could slap
Wow.
people with in fucking Grand Theft Auto, then come talk to me, okay?
I don't need to.
It's fucking fantastic.
He's got a dick candle. What does he need a dildo for?
Dude, it's a giant purple dildo sword that like flops around.
How often do we talk about penises here?
A lot, dude.
A lot.
And you
Okay.
draw one at
We
least
may as
every
well
episode.
host a show with our penises.
Our penises do the talking.
No, well, what it'll be, it is just like we'll put our dicks to the microphone and be like,
Just like rub it a little bit.
yeah, just rub it against the.
Away. Put that away.
Cock speak.
What I think it really is, though, he likes to play these second-rate brand titles of games, probably because they're just a bit easier to play.
Fuck you.
Hey, come on, guys, let's get on MySpace.
Yeah.
Are you guys on Google?
What the fuck is
Google Plus?
it? Google Plus?
I am never
way
used Google
better.
Plus.
It's like the new
Okay,
Facebook.
I'll tell you what. Google Plus does have a place in my life, but that's just to quickly sign on to sites I don't care about. Kind of like Pokemon
you, I
Go.
don't use it for
Actually,
shit.
I like Pokemon Go, but I didn't have a Facebook sign in, so I just use the Google Plus to sign up.
Oh, really? I use my Gmail.
That's the purpose
It's just
of my
a
Google
Google
Plus.
It's the
account,
same
dude.
thing.
It's not
It's the same
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay.
I don't like. Yeah, you could take all the data from my Google Plus because there's nothing there.
Anyway, what else you been playing other than that Shadow Warrior Doom ripoff?
I've been playing some Pokemon Alpha Sapphire.
Oh, cool.
And, I think that's it.
What about Pokemon Go?
Oh, yeah, I have been playing Pokemon
Still
Go.
a game, even if it's mobile.
Shitload of Pokemon
Caleb
Go.
lost 50 pounds over the week.
I think that's his go. But that's his go-to.
Hatched 3 eggs.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Well, 2 this week.
That's still kind of impressive, as long as you weren't driving 2 miles an hour in your car.
Speaking of
No.
depressive,
Depressive.
Cameron, what have you been playing?
Oh,
Burn. I'm sure
I've been
Joe's
playing-
isn't going to be better.
I've been playing Doom. I've been doing about a level a night and a little bit of Guitar Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Rocksmith.
Jesus.
Guitar
Jesus.
Smith.
Just like
The
a
game
tiny
where you
bit.
smith guitars.
Don't we have a challenge coming up next week?
Yes.
And unfortunately, I will not be here.
What?
My brother's getting married next week.
Already? Your gay ass brother?
So you've known about the wedding for how long and the challenge for how long,
I've
and you
known-
didn't think that maybe those would cross paths?
Yeah.
So we're
Well,
pushing
I'm
that back a
assuming,
week.
was this a short engagement?
Let's think about it. I don't know exactly.
Let
I think
us
it's
think
been-
about it?
No,
I knew he
let me
was
think
getting
about it.
married. I didn't know it was
Cameron
going to
is
be.
schizophrenic friend.
He
Think about it.
married. I mean, sorry.
He married already?
Sorry, guys.
Married,
We're doing-
divorced,
just
we're
a
getting
ceremony.
remarried.
We're recording this episode well past my bedtime. Let's just say that. He met her, I think, last year. Yeah,
No, that's not that bad.
Last year he met her.
There's
Well,
worse.
met
Yeah.
her last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah,
As
met her
in,
last
like,
year.
she shook,
Met her
he
last
shook
summer.
her hand.
Yeah.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah, like as she pulled her hand away, there was already a ring.
Want to see a magic trick? Now you want
I
Pulled
have
her out of his
claimed
hat.
you. I probably pissed on her leg too, getting super territorial.
I was like,
like, what are you into?
Piss fetish. Isn't that everybody? Did you just piss on their legs?
I
Isn't
can't
that
wait
the
to
thing?
hear a fantastic proposal story from Caleb.
So there we were at the Sizzler, and I whipped my dick out, and I just start pissing all over her fucking leg. And she said, "Yes, dude."
she liked it more than I thought.
You asked her to marry you, and she was just filled with this warm feeling, just kind of spread.
Don't you feel the love?
Feel a tinkle in my toes.
I just felt this warmth just wash over me.
Then I got so
I knew it was true.
This golden warmth just enveloped me, and I knew it was a yes.
Oh, well, fuck.
I know this
Doom
is
is
my-
after that. We're going to have to. Okay, so the week after Doom, we'll have the challenge.
Slightly sad story. So I'm his best man, right? Because of course.
Because he
So-
has no fucking friends.
Sad story. So
Yes,
I'm in charge.
sad.
I'm in charge of his bachelor
all
party,
those
right?
theater days just
Yeah, I'm in
brought
charge.
nothing.
I'm in charge of his
Well, they
bachelor.
all thought he was gay.
So
surprised he's marrying a
So I'm
chick.
like, hey Hayden, like send me like, what do you
I
want
was
to
in
do?
choir and I was right next to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, so Hayden, what do you want to do? Do you want to?
We know.
Tell me like anything you want to do, Hayden. Do you want to laser tag? Do you want to have strippers? Do you want to laser tag with strippers? He's just like, haha, laser tag sounds good. I'm like, okay, send me a list of your friends you'd like to come. And he gives me a list of 5 friends. So I create a group chat with all these 5 friends. And then, hey guys, Hayden's bachelor party's on the 29th. He wants to do this. Like, let me know what you guys can do. And one guy's like, oh, sorry, I can't come. Second guy's like, oh, I have another wedding that day. Third guy's like, I can't come.
I have another wedding that day.
Yeah. So
That he's gonna-
3 of his friends that he wants to come to his bachelor party off the bat.
Okay.
So would you guys like to go to laser tag?
Where is it?
Friday.
Oh,
I
he
have to
lives
pick.
here, doesn't he?
Yeah, he lives here.
Okay, I remember he was living in like Washington for a little while.
Oh no, he
Oregon.
did live in Washington for a little bit. That's how he met her, because he was doing the door-to-door pesticide thing in
Oh
Washington.
yeah, that's right.
And he met her in a ward up
Got
there.
pests.
You got crabs.
Yeah. Let me check that shit for you.
Oh, I should have said you got mites.
You got a nasty infection.
You got mites.
You got chiggers.
I kept telling him he needed to
Hey,
go
none
to
of that
like
racist stuff.
I kept telling him what he needed to do was like go to a store and buy like a box of roaches and then release him into a neighborhood and then start knocking doors.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
I told him
And
that's what he
evil.
needed to do. And
got
illegal.
pests.
I had a similar thing. I was like, we need to, what is that game where you like throw the ball, you get the things, and then the ball drops?
That was very descriptive.
I know it was. It was beautiful.
Throw the ball.
Yeah, like you bounce
ball?
the ball on the table.
Oh,
You have
Jax.
Jax.
Yeah.
Okay, so down in Ephraim, I had to get my tire fixed in this rural as shit country down there, and so there was like 2 places to get tires fixed, right? And there's
Yeah.
like no one lives in that fucking town except for students going to Snow
There's
College.
like 3,000 with
and then
the
they
students.
leave during the summer, and I was like, if I owned a tire shop down here, I would just take Jax and just spread
Yeah.
all around the roads.
Oh, man, you're sounding like a true Utahn. It's like the freaking governor with the air quality thing. He's like, well, it'll improve the economy for the doctors. It's like, oh, well, thanks.
Wow.
Guess how much of the population is doctors, fuckface? Not very many.
All right. I have work that day. I'm sorry to say.
That's
I
okay.
do like your brother as much as we make fun
Wait,
of him.
what is it, a weekend?
It's Friday
Friday.
evening. Yeah. Friday evening. Or I just wanted to probably a laser place over here. I know there's better ones in Salt Lake City. It'd be pay your own way.
Okay, how long did he date the girl though?
They were
At
officially
least 3 weeks.
they were officially
A
dating
day and a half.
at the end of that summer. So
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Here, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Tell him.
I don't know. Would you like to add something visual to the podcast?
I just
Something that everyone can clearly see.
So, did you play anything else? It was just Doom and Rocksmith?
Doom and Rocksmith and
He
yes.
can do better than that.
Oh, come on.
Doom, Rocksmith, and I assume Pokemon Go.
She's a little
Pokemon Go a little
masculine.
bit. No, she's actually.
I think you're looking at his brother.
How about that one?
Just like
Oh, yeah.
and
do
she's
your generic laugh and then punch one of us in the face like as hard as you can. Yeah, she looks fine.
So
Brother looks like he's getting a little chubby though.
yeah. Yeah.
Porking out.
No, it's funny because when I first met her, we was over at my uncle's house, and I'm just talking about. I had this one after this one class.
Yeah.
we had.
I'm not
We had
hating.
a former senator come and talk to us, and so I was getting real charged up about what he was talking about, and so I was telling her about it because somehow we talked about school and stuff, and I could slowly see my brother's eyes glaze over as we're talking about politics, and she's like, "Oh, is this boring you?" I'm like,
Yes.
talk about our country because it's too boring.
Yeah. As you slowly fondled her breasts. And your brother just didn't notice because he was like glazing over.
The idea that this is going out into public, I could feel that Cameron's like slowly the regret in his mind is just like slowly sinking in.
I'm the better looking brother.
Well, Cameron's taken.
Yeah.
Yes, I am, Schweiss.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have
By
not
me.
played. I have not played
You
Rocksmith
moved out
in like 2
I've
weeks.
kicked you out a long time ago, so
Oh, yeah, you kicked me out. Sorry. Go ahead.
Haven't played Rocksmith. I'm kind of. Man, there's just not enough. I'm gonna have to get some riffs in.
Not enough what?
Not enough time.
Well, you
With
finished
the-
Doom
with the
so-
There's not enough
FF11.
songs, you
like
guys.
that trip that's been like playing catch up with school and just after that trip and then work. My
Yeah.
hours are being shifted to 7 o'clock in the morning. I need to be there, so I have to get up at 6.
Oh, I would love to get there earlier.
Oh, dude, no traffic. I am there so fast.
Nice. First day probably sucked ass. You're like
no,
way
I
early.
mean, I can do it like once in a long time, but I know if I do this for a long run, it's gonna be that slow grind.
Once
that
in a
really
long
gets,
time. I
Yeah,
can
once
do
in a
it.
long time, I can do it. But it's like the every morning and that grind, that burn. You're like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, imagine it at like 3 instead. I had that grind for like 8 months.
Yeah, and how
I made a lot of
feel?
fucking money, but I blew a lot of fucking money too. Anyway,
Blew a lot of other things as well.
Yeah.
At the truck stops.
that's right. picked up the under the table money. No, I finished. I played Doom, the 2016 Doom. I finished it. I played it for about 7 hours.
Should have time for Rocksmith.
So
7 hours on Sunday.
So I am now playing the level where I'm going to that separate research facility. I have yet to meet Samuel Hayden. I just barely started that level. How much more game do I have left?
A lot.
Yeah.
You're like not
It's
even.
a 10-hour game.
You haven't even like fought the first boss
When's the
yet.
review?
2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got time.
Plow that shit,
I've been
man.
doing a level a night because that's what I've been able to put in.
Start doing like 2.
Now I got time.
Yeah, you
I've got
should be
time.
okay with one.
But
I can't
am
believe.
enjoying this game so much.
I can't believe you're only. That's what I was going to say. How can you only do one? Like, I wasn't planning on beating it on
I
Sunday.
was only doing one to ration myself because I was like, oh, fuck, dude, I want to play this so bad.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun, but I have to start playing Castlevania now too. By the way, I still need to buy it.
Yeah,
Borrow your PSP.
By the way,
By
he needs to
the
buy
way,
it.
by the way, I
Yeah.
still need to
By the way,
I need to buy this game.
also
How are you
gonna?
gonna? How are you gonna buy it?
80
I don't know.
You're just gonna buy it under my card and then
Can
just,
I? And just let you have it?
Let's add an extra 2 weeks to that. That way we can just do the Doom review. 2 weeks after that, we'll have Rocksmith. And then
Okay.
2 weeks after that, we'll
Okay.
do Castlevania.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
that means we get time to start Diablo 3
Oh,
early.
yeah, it does. Yeah, no vote for the next game. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
guys, there is no vote. There is only Joe and I.
Yeah.
We
We
run this
Can
thing.
you hear this?
Gonna finish that series
Your-
of Diablo.
Your benevolent,
Yeah.
Yeah.
benevolent leaders have turned into the heartless dictators they really are.
Well, we
Yeah.
knew
No, it's
that.
about finishing the series.
It's for your benefit. Though.
It's the people, they will destroy themselves inevitably.
It's for your
we need
benefit.
to control them.
Yeah, this has to be a democratic republic.
This
Yeah,
has
they
to be-
voted us to be the hosts, and we're going to choose their
No,
rules.
guys, this is Turkey, and we are enforcing our democratic policies on you.
Let's not get into that.
I remember this awesome meme. Remember that? No, nothing.
Tell
to
us
see
about this
here.
awesome visual thing that you would like to represent.
Anyway,
Show camera.
I have also been playing Doom 3. I've got maybe an hour and a half left in that game until I knock it out.
My fingers are tingling.
And I've been playing a ton of Pokemon Go. I've got that Pokestop at work. I've got a bunch nearby.
Got a fucking Pokestop at home, you fucking
Yeah.
bastard.
Oh man, like
I've been
I said,
taking gyms like crazy. I'm almost level 20 now.
although
Jim, come here.
Although UVU has tons,
Fuck yeah.
tons of UVU is littered with Pokestops.
Nice. That'll be awesome.
But I'm in class and I'm not, and then I don't have time to like just wander around.
Get 'em
You're
as
in
your
class,
leave.
you get in the programs like. That's what Pokemon Go is. It's like this
Turn
loud
up-
reminder
turn
that the
down
sound is on my phone.
I never
fucking
have.
turn off the fucking music, man.
I never have the sound on my phone, so
Well, I listen to podcasts all day, and podcasts are not at that volume
dude,
level.
turn off the sound in the game. You can do
Hey,
that.
Caleb, shut the fuck up.
Dude, there's an obvious fix.
I know.
Then use it, man.
Okay.
no one likes the music in that game anyway.
Yeah. When the app's fucking working.
The only consistent Pokestop I can go to is the zone at work, and in order to consistently use it, I have to have a consistent bowel movement every hour or so.
Gonna have that diarrhea.
Oh, I just need
And
to-
so I am still level 8 in Pokemon Go.
weak.
I
know.
doubled you.
Yeah, I've been taking gyms like crazy. I can just tear the shit out of stuff. But I don't want to leave anything behind because I just want to keep it to take more gyms. So
Caleb, we got to
been
talk
fun.
about our great return to Final Fantasy XI.
yeah, that's also true. I played a ton of Final Fantasy XI. We put in probably like 13 hours this last week
Yeah.
Dang.
in 3 days.
We beat one of the expansions already, and we're
Yeah.
almost halfway done with the next.
yeah,
Wow.
We're kicking fucking ass.
How many expansions do you have?
a lot.
There's 5.
5?
Well,
This is
but
going good pace.
what one of the players that plays with us, Minzara, said about it is that the first 3 will be easy, and then we'll get to Treasures of Odd Urgot, and then after that, he says that he has problems with some of the bosses there. So that's
Looking
a good
forward to it?
sign. Yeah, looking forward to it. On top of that, I have learned some new anime terms.
Oh,
this
yeah?
week. Yeah. And this comes out of our Final Fantasy XI playing. There's a player with us who, well, he fucking broadcasted it, so we might as well fucking talk about it. His name is Shori in the game. And Shori started talking about anime porn.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And he started talking about how some of the characters that we came across, he was like, how some of the characters that we came across there was a lot of anime porn based on them. And I would like to say that he started talking about it, and I realized what he was talking about. I was like, are you talking about anime porn? And everybody had to correct me. It's called hentai.
Did you not know that's what it was called?
No, here's the thing, Schweiss. There's a reason I call it anime porn. First off, I've always called it anime porn, and then as soon as someone goes, it's called hentai, I know that they watch anime porn. Because
I think it's.
yeah,
I think they're trying to put.
I mean,
like,
I know it's called hentai now because I don't know.
It just like they're trying
At one
to take
point,
away.
Caleb Craig had to tell me that it was called hentai.
Well, we also told you about fucking tentacle porn.
Yeah, you didn't know
that's
about.
true.
How do you not know about tentacle porn?
I honestly don't know how you don't know about it.
I don't know. I didn't know about tentacle porn.
Man, so I think just the word hentai takes away from the harshness of the word porn. It's like, no. It's art.
No,
hentai.
it's garbage.
It is garbage. That's what it is. But they're calling it hentai because they don't want to say the word porn because it's too hard.
Dude, as soon as like that's the ultimate tell. You just know. So like someone else in the chat said hentai. It's called hentai. And I'm like, I fucking know. I know now. See this?
Well, he wasn't denying it though. Let's be
No,
clear.
that's true. That's true. He wasn't denying. I personally do not watch anime porn. I find it extremely weird that people do. Whatever floats your boat, except that the fact that you're never going to have a person who looks like that.
That's
Ever.
not
What is
true.
the point of it, literally? Is it just because they're watching anime all
I
the
don't
time,
know.
and so
Maybe
now
it's
they want to see that?
People who watch that much anime, like Caleb Craig here, maybe suddenly start having
It's a cartoon.
lustful thoughts.
Like Caleb Craig here.
Like
you.
Caleb Craig here.
Fuck you guys.
And
What the
then
shit?
and when someone says anime porn, they go, "Oh, you mean hentai?" Excitedly. And it's just like, it's a tell. So I want everybody out there, if you want to know if your friend is into hentai, be sure to start calling it anime porn.
Well,
then they
I'm
will
glad you
correct
called
you.
out one of our listeners on a podcast. That's really
And
great.
he was on the thing, and I joked about it
It's
there.
a stream. That's different. This is an episode.
That is not different.
It
That
is different.
that
You
is
know how
in-
many people have
that
watched
is
the
in real
stream?
time.
15. You know how many people are going to download this? At least 15 or 20.
Wow.
1,000.
I love Shori, who that is not his or her real name. His or
Just so
her
you guys
will be
know,
fine.
this is how Joe is. If he finds
His or
something
her
out
will
about
be
you that
fine.
he would rather not, be often talked about, then just don't let him know.
Oh, it's
because
like
that's the only
it's
safe
like
way.
I host 3 podcasts, Cameron.
Yeah. And they're all about other people. Oh, wait, no. They're about video games and Godzilla. Oh, wow. Anime porn is a strange
I think that would
squeeze.
fit right
Okay,
up
the
your alley,
anime
Joe.
porn came from Final Fantasy XI, and
That
you
is-
bet your ass I'm talking about it on UFF.
All right. Say what you want.
All right.
Double dose of that anime
So,
porn.
real quick before, did anybody beat a game this week?
We were
You always try to talk during that. Wait, say that again, Caleb? Or did anybody beat a game this week?
Did you play a game this week?
Wait, Caleb, what was that?
Fuck you. Quit playing that when I'm talking.
Don't play the language of his brethren while he talks.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Did you beat a game this week?
Yeah, I did.
Where's the,
I mean,
where's the
Pokemon
notepad?
Alpha Sapphire.
How is that, by the way?
Pokemon?
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good, Cameron.
It's
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. Okay, well, that's a
like-
sounding
It's
review.
like every other Pokemon I've ever played.
And that just makes me want to go out and buy it, doesn't it?
Well, there's differences.
Well, you don't play games, so.
yeah. Bitch.
And I'm looking over here. And,
Totally spelled Sapphire wrong, and I'm going to pretend that I didn't.
Somebody will know, though.
No, you beat Doom 2016.
Yep,
didn't you?
Doom 2016 completed.
Nice.
I did not beat a game. I'm not counting expansions as a game.
Nope, they don't count. It sucks because that means UFF won't give us a game for probably at least another month.
Yeah.
Well,
Dead. Cameron?
I did not beat a game.
All right, so
Unfortunately.
the hog status, the Nude Clan hog status stands. Caleb Craig still in the lead. The king at 20 points.
yeah.
20
fucking
games
sick.
beaten this
Caleb
year.
Schweiss is at -3. I am at -9, and Cameron. I don't even want to count the negatives. I just don't.
Once it gets past 7, Joe, it gets a little blurry. That's a few more.
Dad, I don't have that many fingers.
Lost a few in the
Wait, he's taking off his shoes. He's got this.
Where's my damn calculator?
Cameron, I think you're at -12.
Wow, that's actually kind of embarrassing for someone who does like games.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Joe's beating you, there's something wrong.
Yeah, but he likes to say he has 2 game podcasts, so
He does,
he's
yeah.
got the
You
double
got-
Yeah,
motivation.
but
You've
one
got
of those
time,
games
though.
takes like a shitload of time to beat, so you have time in between his gaming.
Just
Yeah,
hit
but
it.
I also don't have like time. Okay,
Sorry,
guys,
Cameron, you want
this is it. I don't like playing indie games. I'm just gonna
you
throw it
don't
there.
have to play indie
How do
games.
you
A
know?
shitload of games
Well,
are
'cause
like
I never
8
played it,
hours
so I guess
long.
that's just the judging the book
Okay.
by its cover.
All right, yeah. It's like the person, I don't like Westerns. 'cause
I
they
just
never watched a Western.
But I look at these. I look at these free games on PlayStation. I look at these indie games, and there's nothing that like. Yes,
Look.
I want to play that.
Just like last week.
And I don't want to play a game just for a score. I want to play a game that I enjoy.
Just like last week when you got mad when we kept nominating RPGs and you said that's all we do, and I said I've never nominated an RPG,
No,
which
I have
is
nothing.
true.
I have nothing against an RPG.
And then all you do is
I have nothing
nominate
against it.
shooters.
Yeah, well, no.
I have nothing against RPGs.
He has nothing against RPGs unless they're in the shooter game.
I
he loves
just thought
RPGs.
that this was a gaming review thing. Even though I don't like sports games, I think we should do one to review.
Nominate a sports game.
But I know it
Well,
never win. It
All
would
right.
never win.
Not necessarily. There's
don't
some
know that.
sports fans
You
in
don't
our
know that.
UFF.
Someday.
Well, I'm calling upon you guys to
Dude, you like
suggest an
Mario
awesome
Strikers.
sports game because they have gaming as with Joe's special, his history of games. This industry was built off of lame sports games, so we need to review some.
Well, maybe you should nominate them instead of your
I
shitty
will.
shooters.
Hey,
No, but what I was getting to-
I have not nominated
Blood Bowl
any-
2.
The only Call of Duty I've nominated was World at War, and that was an amazing game.
Yeah, but you nominated
I have not
like
nominated
Medal
any
of
other Call of
Honor
Duties
and
because that was a good
Wolfenstein.
game. I haven't
and-
played it, and I meant
What
to.
I was getting at is
Great
I
game.
haven't played an indie game all year either, and I'm at a few more than you. I have
yeah,
played a
just
lot
a
of
little bit.
shooters though. The Doom games aren't very long, so
No,
I don't know.
8 hours long.
Well,
and then the first one is like 4.
if you count real time, it's more because I was getting my ass kicked. But Doom 2 is when I realized I can save the game and then just load the game again, and I have all my shit. In Doom 1, I wasn't doing that, and it was fucking
You should have
hard.
been doing that.
The loading, no, dude, the PS3 port of those two games, the loading time is bad.
Oh,
Speaking-
it's like really fast.
It was-
on my
Speaking
computer.
of
It was
bad,
for me too on the Xbox.
speaking of bad, we need to get
into Double Dragon.
to our Double Dragon review. But first, a couple plugs. You can find the show at nudeclan.net. Everything is going to be there. There's going to be a brand new site in 1 week from today.
Yeah.
So look forward to that. You might be like, there's a weird redirect, and we've been taken to this new realm.
Magical
Join the
place.
forums there.
You have been brought to the Double Dragon
I'm going to
realm.
try to save what is already been on the forums from the old site. But we'll see how well the transfer goes. But I'm not sure if your user profiles will stay. But the forum posts, like, there's a 95% chance they will still be there. You can also go to facebook.com/nude clan podcast.
Nude.
That's nude spelled NEWD. You can watch us play the games live at twitch.tv/nude clan gaming. And you can tweet me at Joseph DeGollier.
Me at Obsidian Bar.
Me at Nude Clan Cam.
Me at UFF Podcast.
Let's get double dragoned.
2007, Los Angeles. The city has changed. Cops rule the day. Punk thugs rule the night. And one man wants to rule them all. There's only one thing he needs to succeed.
This is only half of it. Find me the other half now.
And look who's got it.
It magnifies the power inside you. This half gives power over the body.
Now, two brothers will stop at nothing to protect their half.
Look out!
And a madman will stop at nothing to possess it.
You're gonna love this.
Let's have some fun.
Who wants gum?
If they succeed, they're heroes. But if he does, they're history.
Time to skin you guys.
T2's Robert Patrick, Scott Wolf, Mark Dacascos, and Alyssa Milano. Double Dragon.
You said it. We don't really have to wear these, do we?
Ah, yes. The 1994 classic.
Yes,
Such
as
a
swirls his
classic.
whiskey.
It's so
Puffs his cigar, the classic.
it is so in demand, this classic,
Yeah.
that the DVD used DVD
Was $30?
Oh, thanks for shitting on that. It was $30. All I paid for that motherfucker, by the way. $30 motherfucking dollars for this DVD, which, by the way, give us an iTunes review
and you can win it.
And you can
I
win
mean,
it.
really, what you're complaining about, you did a service. You paid back like a third of their production costs. So
Yeah.
good on you.
Yeah, this thing only costs $7.8 million.
Yeah, but they
so-
don't get any of the money.
7.8
You bought
million.
a used copy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
in 90s dollars, that was probably like a $30 million movie. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's small.
So, mid-budget movie. It must have made plenty, though, right?
Yeah,
It's based on the popular arcade game Double Dragon.
Right. It's,
From the 80s.
well, the box office, I mean, some would call this a disappointment, but it ended up pulling back about $2.3 million of its initial. So, this...
so respectable.
Yeah, this...
People just
If I
don't,
had $2 million.
people just don't know art unless it turns into a double dragon and smacks them across the face.
Yeah. So anyway, the plot of this movie is weird. Okay, we start out with these two kids that are brothers apparently. Now, one of them is way more Asian, as Caleb pointed out.
Okay, one
than
of
the
them
other.
is not Asian.
One of them
Somebody is
is.
clearly adopted.
And one of them is Asian.
I think the Asian one's adopted, and that's why he got possessed. He's shittier of
His
the two.
last name is Lee.
Look, dude.
The Lee brothers.
It's
Mark
gotta be
played by a
Billy,
Lee.
man.
The Lee brothers, one played by Scott Wolf, the white brother, and the other
white
one,
brother.
Mark Dacascos, who looks like he's probably about half Asian.
Yeah.
I just remember these guys are brothers.
Yes.
I think it was a
What?
I think it was a wonderful adaptation of Dumb and Dumber to the Kung Fu scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, the premise of this movie is that these two are brothers, and one of them has a dragon, like half of a medallion that he's had.
No,
No, he was given.
The chick
It was
gives
given.
it to him.
So-
Oh, the chick has. That's Jesus Christ.
The chick whose
chick has
relationship with the boys
Is unknown.
completely unclear.
She just here's what happened. His parents died. Their parents died when they were young, right? And this girl just
was it
took
their
them.
sister?
No,
it
no,
was.
there's
it
no
was the
relation.
sugar
Who
mama.
the fuck knows, Cameron?
it doesn't explain it.
They
at
just
all.
said that
Their
she just said
caretaker.
they took care of him after the parents died. That's all we know. This bitch just fucking took the kids. So they're these martial artists, and there's this weird Okay, this is like post-dystopian. This is a dystopian society.
It's 2007 after the quake.
Yeah,
It's basically Mario Bros.
The quake happened. So Los Angeles sunk to create the city of New Angeles.
Yeah, creative.
And after the earthquake, the gangs took over until they struck a deal with the police force, where the police rule the day, but the gangs rule the night.
Right. Apparently, apparently this is no longer the United States that we know that don't negotiate with terrorists. These guys just do whatever the fuck.
Okay, just here's some money. Go away.
So yeah, it starts out. They're in this tournament. They're fighting, and the white kid just can't control himself. Fucks up. They all lose.
He's a right jerk off. That's what he is. He's like, but I want to have fun, so I'm going to go be all showy, and he, of course, loses because of that.
And that's when we get the whole. They start talking about this curfew thing that they have, and apparently this society is like super fucked up. You have to be like off the streets by a certain hour, which
the curfew
isn't hard
is
and fast.
for safety because that's when the gangs come out.
It's for safety. And Jesus,
but guys, remember, none of this happens until 2007.
Yeah,
Right.
2007.
You guys are safe for now.
Yeah.
No, but just like in the Mario Bros movie,
Los Angeles still afloat.
there's a super rich gang leader.
I love how they say that he's like the richest man in the world.
He's a
and then
businessman.
They only take like $1.9 million from him.
No, he's a businessman.
He's a businessman.
He's that kind of a businessman.
I told you not to turn on the lights until I put on my shades.
The
I got my
shades.
iced tips all nice and my goatee straight.
It's not really ice tips.
He's really
It's like
going
the
for that
top
fucking
half
Billy
of his
Idol
head.
look, isn't he?
Koga Suga.
I am cool.
I am also part
Played by
Asian.
Robert Patrick, by the way, who you know from Terminator 2 as the T-1000.
Yeah,
So you know he's a
Good
machine
thing he
cold.
doesn't talk in that movie.
yeah, he's pretty shitty.
I think my favorite part was the fact that Andy Dick is the weatherman.
Yeah.
That was really weird.
Yeah, that whole weather segment was just... Yeah, it was just a little weird.
I would like to say that the first third of this movie filled with earthquake motifs.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of shaking.
Yeah,
of the
what was
earth,
that? No,
a lot of crumbling
what was
shit.
that? That was that. During the fight at the beginning, oh, don't worry, it's just an aftershock. And this, why does it have to be a midget every time?
This
It has to be a midget who runs up to this giant pillar, which of course you can tell is fake. He runs up to this giant pillar, and for some reason this pillar has a jack, and he's sitting there just jumping up and down, this little midget with this big old lever to jack the ceiling back up. Because that's solid. That's a solid earthquake prevention kit right there.
A little person.
Yeah, they don't like
They're
midget.
trying to make the
don't.
roof more
Okay,
gyroscopic.
little person, but I am defending them. I'm like, why does it always have to? Why do they have to fill
Look,
that
they need
role?
jobs too. What
It's
do you?
a little
What do you got a
person
problem with
the
it?
80s
pulling a
and
big
90s, man.
lever is what it is.
There's a fantastic little movie from the 90s. It has, what's his name from Game of Thrones on it?
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones on it. And he's hired as an actor in this movie to play a dwarf in a dream sequence. And he has this monologue where he goes off and he's like, what? Does anybody dream about dwarves? Tell me, did you last night when you were dreaming, did you dream about dwarves?
No, I did not.
It's a great scene. So it reminds me that
I do want to see that now. 'cause
It's
he's an
always a
amazing
little
actor.
person. Yeah. He's in a few really
Yeah.
good movies from the 90s.
I
by
mean,
the way.
it's like this is a ridiculous role, and then they feel like, let's throw this over the top. It's going to be a little person.
Cameron, this entire movie is over the top.
Yeah, there was a point where we were
And
watching
isn't
it.
hiring a little person under the top?
Wow, that was
a low blow.
That was
Joe.
that was as
a low
quality
blow.
I
as
was
the
just about
movie.
to say you could do the same thing for Tom Cruise,
You know,
but it still worked.
There was a part where the channel of the news was
Oh,
like
yeah.
channel 69, and Caleb's like, this whole thing is just a joke. Even the news. Like, it's all just a bad joke.
Well, one of the
is.
good things about this movie is that obviously it's geared for kids. There was a part where the guy's like, heck no. And you get one curse word in the whole thing, and it's like shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
man.
cut off,
Once.
kind of.
Yeah, well, one was cut off, and then one was actually.
Well, the other one had stuff going on while it was happening.
well.
So
So, it has a sense of humor about itself, but I mean, so it's kind of like Mario Bros in that way. It's not like a serious movie that is just terrible. This is a movie that goes, we know we're making a shit movie and it's for kids and
it's supposed to have plenty of comedy. Yeah.
Because we're going to make bank when this thing comes out.
It already annoyed me from the very...
$2 million, man.
From the very
That's a lot to a kid. How do you know?
Yeah, but not if that kid spent $7.8 million.
They're not good at math yet. They still have to go back to school.
Yeah.
I think they just, they're of the Joe variety.
No, dude, the thing in the beginning that really bugged me, though, is when they killed, when the bad guys, slaughtered the village of the... the original people whose children are now.
Somewhere in China, by the way.
Somewhere in China.
You know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of Kung Pao Enter the Fist with that village scene.
Yeah. No,
destroy the village.
I loved it from the beginning. They're like, they don't have tongues. They'll never talk. So I'm like, that's going to be kind of tough to find the medallion. They go into the cave. The guy sees the old man, and the old man's like, don't look at the medallion. Don't look at the medallion. Looks at it. He's like, fuck. And then the guy just walks up and takes it. I'm like,
just fucking hanging there, in the open, like he was trying to hide it.
Yeah, the guy just looks at it. And the other guy looks where he's looking. He's like, there it is.
So where did you hide the diamond? So you got the medallion somewhere in that cave.
Somewhere in China.
Somewhere in China. We're good.
Well,
and
it's
then
not
you
like
look
the
at map,
movie.
somewhere China is a place.
Why did the guy even run away? He wasn't trying to hide the fucking thing. He was on the other side of the
see
room.
him until he stood up.
Yeah.
And it's not like the movie had a great start either. They fucking started it with they're in the ancient times. There's a good king who sacrificed himself to make this power thing, and then and then he found it to be too powerful, and so he split it in two.
From the grave.
How the fuck does he split it in two if he sacrificed himself before making it?
He's the Lord of the Medallion.
That's how we figured out it was so powerful. He seppuku'd and he was alive still. All right,
bullshit.
All right, guys, I'm gonna need you to split this in half, and then I'm gonna
this
bleed out.
medallion's too powerful. We've got to destroy
this
it.
movie would have been 50% better if Arnold Schwarzenegger were in
If
it.
he was the bad guy.
Thanks for bringing him up.
If Arnold Schwarzenegger, you cannot turn on the lights until I put my shades on. What is this?
Oh my god, that would have been amazing.
Freeze.
The wrong guy from Terminator was put in this movie.
Fail.
I'm not saying that the guy's a bad actor. In fact, he's probably a very good actor. This movie's script is terrible.
Oh man,
it's bad.
Yeah,
it's
jokes
full of Joe quality puns.
Yeah, I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh at all.
Joe's first movie.
I gotta say them here so they don't end up in my scripts.
I didn't laugh other than making fun of it the whole time.
No, I had one good laugh, and it was near the end where the big messed up
guy who gets mutated.
Yeah, the mutated guy. He walks through the crowd, and he's really big, and then the guy's like, "Hey, move it, fatso!" And then he just punches him in the face.
It was a good solid punch too.
Legitimately laughed.
That fight when they first saw him and in all of his ugliness, that was such a disappointing fight.
Yeah, for those who haven't seen the movie, he's like Goro almost from Mortal Kombat, cheap Goro. They couldn't add the 2 extra arms.
Yeah, I mean the movie, it's just like fucking Mario Bros. You start out, you've got 2 brothers, you've got some weird lore, a post-dystopian or fucking wrecked society, right? You've got an evil guy who transforms one of his fucking goons into this freak mutation and sends it out after him, and it ends up turning. He makes it's not necessarily one of his goons.
Yeah, it was just a
but he does capture someone and against their will transforms them into something greater, and they end up turning against him, just like the fucking Goomba dude in the movie. It's seriously the same thing.
I realized the same thing. I'm like, dude, they just took the script and changed it a little bit. It's good to go.
He's even got the evil chick that follows him, and then that chick fights the other chick who's the love interest for one of the other bros.
Yeah,
and she keeps going back and forth between the bros too.
Yeah, just like Jesus Christ.
Hey, was that girl in high school?
Alyssa Milano?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because she lives with her dad still.
She might be,
and so I'm thinking there might be something going on with the. Yeah, would you want to go she's 17, but
how old are the brothers anyway?
Well, I don't know. We don't know.
It doesn't say, dude. It never fucking says anything.
They must be either emancipated or the girl that's the same age as them is taking care of them.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah, she's definitely their same age. That is ridiculous.
Or they're not minors.
Yeah.
How about that?
So anyway, they find the bad guy finds out about the medallion. He gets the first half. Then he freaks out at everybody, being like, "Oh, get the second half." It's like, fuck you! I didn't even know there was 2 pieces of this fucking thing.
Yeah, he didn't even tell anybody about that.
Explain what the medallion does. So one half of the medallion,
it does nothing, Cameron.
one half of the medallion gives you power over the spirit, and the other half of the medallion gives you power over the body.
Yeah.
And with the spirit one, he can turn into the shadow and scoot along the floor.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Wow.
That
Missed that. Missed that plot
was like the whole
completely.
plot
Are
of
you
the
serious?
movie.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
I just thought he had some superpowers.
No,
that was the medallion.
And the other half of the medallion didn't fucking work.
No, it works.
That's what I just assumed.
Well, it didn't until the end.
It didn't do anything, Cameron.
Because he didn't know how to use it at the until the end.
They could have used it.
He just so what what do you think he was doing with the medallion? He's just warming his hands over the little gold.
I thought he was like, "Oh, we need the other half of medallion so that we can actually do shit."
He's sitting there rubbing in
He
the
doesn't
corner.
do anything. It's not
just like a fucking genie's
Okay,
lamp, and he's like,
it's-
"Ooh."
It's not like it was the white kid who had the medallion, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's not like white guy, white
to
brother,
really trust it in the hands of an angel.
Scott Wolf. It's not like Scott Wolf suddenly was better at kung fu.
Oh,
Yeah, the
he
Asian
wasn't.
dude was
he
clearly
wasn't
better.
He wasn't suddenly better at kung fu. That's not the point. He was suddenly invincible, which was the point. Because that was the whole turning point. Like at the end, he's like,
Yeah, he's got
"Well,
the
I can't
body
hurt
of
you now,
steel.
but I can do this."
I can kill your fucking Asian
But
brother.
I hated how he finally figured out how it worked. It's so stupid. He's like, "Man, I fight better without this anyway." And he fucking just throws the medallion at the guy who shouldn't have the medallion.
And then it
somehow
boomerangs
it
back
stops
to him.
in the midair. And now, since you have gotten rid of this and trusted your own strength, you are now imbued with the power of the medallion.
And I would like to say when they have both the medallions, with the exception of the Neo moment where he goes into the bad guy and saves the day.
That's the power of the spirit.
I gotta say, when the 2 brothers have the medallions, they don't do much with it. They do
No.
some
They turn into some like
They turn into fucking they
Which,
turn
by
into
the way,
fucking Power Rangers.
They turn into off-brand
and then
flips that they did at the beginning of the movie, and then they're dressed up as the Double Dragon that we know from the video games.
I fucking love that though. They turn into fucking Power Rangers, and then they're like godmother, whoever is the fucking caretaker,
The whole Mufasa thing.
fucking
She does
appears.
the whole Mufasa thing.
No, she
you have now
she,
found
like,
out the power of the
She fucking appears, and it's like a fucking Zordon moment from the original Power Rangers. It's just a floating
and everyone
face.
can see her too. Like the evil guy turns around and he's like, "What the fuck?"
it's like, what is this? This is a fucking Zor-El from Superman as well. It's just a floating fucking head talking to people. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I'm gonna rewind a little bit. So at the beginning of the movie, they're just driving through, and one of the guys, I think it's actually,
by the way, the
I think
cars
it's
are
Scott
interesting.
Wolf once again.
Yeah,
'Cause,
the white guy.
Yeah, we had to give the guy with character. We had to have him be the white role.
He's the dumb. He's the dumb person.
Oh, he is the dumb person.
He is the most.
But he is the one with any personality whatsoever.
He was Luigi from the Mario Bros. Is what he was.
Yeah, the more interesting one. Once
The
again,
dumb one. Yeah.
Yeah. They're driving along and they see this blonde chick, and he goes, "Pull over, she's my type." And this city, by the way, which is run by gangs,
So
and it's
yeah,
like, you
they're
don't
want
want to be out at night,
and they're like, "Shit, we're
And they're already past curfew.
At the very least, you're going to scare the shit out of this poor girl by pulling over to the side of the road and being like, "Hey, hun."
By the way, for some reason, it's like a mix between steam-powered and jet-powered cars.
No, they powered by paper.
They put paper in
Yeah,
the
they
fucking car.
fucking drive by the garbage, take out like a
combustion
wad of
engine.
paper,
That's why it's a
and
coal
then
powered
put
car.
it in
You
there.
know what bugs me about this?
It's a combustion. They're burning something to create exhaust.
Okay, no, let Joe finish, and I'll go off on this.
Okay.
The gang's plan, by the way, there's a bad gang out there, which I think are called the Boneheads, but
Yeah.
maybe I just called them that. this woman, after they actually pull over to the side of the road, like the brother or Satori, neither of them are like, let's not.
Yeah, they're like, maybe this is not.
I don't want to be here while
She's
you're
probably
cruising.
filthy if,
what are you doing? She's out here right now. Yeah, it's bad. He's like, he's my type. And then, of course, it turns out to be one of the gang members, dressed in
pulls
drag.
out the wig.
I would like to say
that.
that obviously this happens enough. There's enough people going, she's my type, in order to pull over to the side of the road. So that this gang's plan is to have a dude dress in drag so that they can ambush someone.
I love the brother's response, and he's like, "Oh yeah, she's totally your type."
I wonder how long that game member is like, I gotta make these legs super sexy so people pull over.
The dude shaves his leg.
Keep him super chicken legs.
I gotta work
dude.
on my calves and make them more rounded.
No,
that's
what shits
It's like,
me off.
Danny, you're really getting into this. You just need to just put on some tights or something. They're not going to notice. It's like, no. I want it to be just right.
Does all Cameron mode on it? Just like, let's go hardcore. No, what bugs
Don't
me
do
about
anything
the
half-assed.
what bugs me about the combustion of the engines, where they just throw stuff in.
A lot of things.
It bugs me because they later burn down the theater with gas.
Yeah,
They have gas.
No. The richest man in the city has gas. That's where it comes. No. And then there's natural gas. Yeah, you're right. Natural gas in the
somehow
pipes.
burning. Somehow
it was like frothing too. It was like fucking soap water. Just
I was like, this gas. I don't think gas.
I was like, does gas like
when it hits carpet? Don't you know?
Maybe there's pumping in the fucking flame water from the sunken city.
What probably happens is they're like,
Why don't they burn that in their cars?
this isn't going to show up on film. We need to have it look
water
more.
that burns just by slightly aggravating it and turning it into like adding a flame. It burns. It just sits there and burns. Why not?
Yeah, well, I don't
Why not
know.
put that in your car?
Yeah. Well, so anyway, the theater gets lit on fire. They burn the one.
Oh, they
Asian
live in a
chick.
theater, by the way.
Yeah, they live in a theater. I think they just like ran out of money by the end. They're like, all right, we need this to be the set.
So
room.
this chick wants us to live with her. She's going to take care of us. She lives in this abandoned theater.
Yeah, which is a cool place. I'd live there.
she teaches him kung fu.
I would like to live with that chick personally.
But anyway, yeah, they trap her, and then there's a scene where they break her out of the thing. And then there's this, Jesus Christ, the fucking evil blonde chick in this movie has one of the dumbest lines ever here.
Is it me or is it hot in here?
Yeah, they light the theater on fire and
Forgot.
and that's what she says.
That's a real zinger.
Yeah, it's like, you get it, guys? You get it because of the fire?
Dude, that screenwriter who wrote this was like jerking
man.
himself off
You remember,
when he wrote that line.
that comedic? I'm doing air quotes here. That comedic relief gangster, the really high pitched one, when the two guys are stuck in the shed and all of the gang members are ganging up on them and they poke a hole inside the shed. That one gang member, he like, I see you, and then he shoves a freaking like rake cable through the hole and goes, no, you don't. Point. And he just like that was amazing.
Then the black dude like goes and comforts him. Don't you remember?
Yeah,
that?
it was a tender moment. It was
fucking fantastic.
That was probably
he had
the
a
most.
black eye the rest of the film. At least they got their continuity right.
That
He had
was-
a black eye the rest of the film.
That was probably the most human part of this movie.
It probably was, yeah. And then the fucking mailman, the single mailman who's like attacking them.
Oh yeah, the
in
mailmen were a
multiple
gang
scenes.
faction.
Yeah, he
they
was
were
like,
called
There's
gang
only
faction.
one. There's only ever one.
There was a couple of them.
No, there's one. It's the same guy.
Yeah, he like jumps off the
Yeah,
roof,
no.
lands into fucking mud, and then
That's
he's
the
like
fastest
there
he's
later.
ever gone.
Yeah,
That's
he's
the fastest
alive.
the mailman has
I
ever
wanted him to go Martin Sheen from Departed right there. Just land super hard. And he's
This
just
is a kids
dead.
movie, remember? Only kids watch video game movies.
I wanted him to like toss the mail like Shuriken.
Resident
Just, like
Evil.
fucking like
Shuriken mail would have been
mails
awesome.
delivered.
Yeah. Returned, no postage. You're gonna come up with some awesome
to
lines.
sender.
Yeah.
Guys, we need to make a movie now called The Mailman.
And then the caption "Return to City,"
Yeah.
and then he's just all silhouetted with the messenger bag.
That's already sounding like a Bratz and Beretta sketch.
It is a Bratz and
Yeah.
Beretta sketch.
Yeah, it is.
It's an awesome sketch.
It is. So I would like to say that one thing they got right about 2007, they do have Google Maps.
Yeah.
They got,
a really awesome
Did
Google
you
Maps.
learn that interactive way he could drive his car too?
Yeah.
Just like,
there's
fucking awesome.
you must suck at video games.
There's a fucking scene in there where the kid's got like a VR headset on.
Yeah,
They're only
yeah.
a few years off of that.
Whoa!
I would have been watching porn with the thing personally, but
I'm waiting for that day when I get a phone that can actually use Google Cardboard. It's called hentai. So there's a gang, Caleb, and
There's multiple gangs.
I must have looked away or something. You told me that they ran in.
Oh, yeah,
before the
no. Some of them were there already.
Some were, but not all.
They had like the freaking in Star Wars the all the confederation of these gangs come in to meet the main chancellor.
This gang whose job is to kill or stop other gangs, not kill probably, but to stop other gangs.
Power core.
Of the
there's
children gang.
there's a wall of graffiti, and the boneheads are chasing after our heroes through Google Maps, and they crash through a fence, and these guys, there's just a wall of graffiti as far as we know, and then suddenly like the wall moves, and like there's just a ton of people.
No, they like splinter cell down the wall. They splinter cell down the wall.
Some of them do,
They
but
repel.
Caleb said that there were
whose
some that were
suits
there.
are camouflaged
To look like
perfectly
that graffiti,
with this
yeah.
graffiti wall. Once again, they're waiting for the boneheads to drive there so that they can stop them. What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
Dude,
they're
they
gonna
use
drive down
Google
this
Maps
alley.
too.
No, here's the thing. The boneheads were chasing. They weren't being chased.
Well, it's their
It wasn't the
territory.
normal bonehead route.
Maybe that's just a power core outpost.
Or
and they were just
using
the
Google
track.
Or yeah, they were using Google Maps too, saw that the boneheads were coming, and like, all right,
No,
quick,
they're probably
graffiti
gonna use
suits now.
They're probably going to go through this fence.
You know,
They're probably gonna go through this alley that's way too small for them to go through.
Or they use their fucking scouter technology that they stole from Dragon Ball Z to like fucking see everybody's stats.
What was that?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy can lift
Oh, man,
800
he-
pounds. Yeah, so this big dude comes out of his big old truck, and then he scans him with his car, and it's like, oh, his name is this. He's like this 100 pounds, and he can bench press 800 pounds because he's a steroid addict.
Yeah, like
And it's just
stat
like-
cards.
Like this random
fighters.
gang member has this whole profile that he can just
Yeah, it's like
scan
a
and pull
fucking
up anytime.
Pokédex. You just pull it up, and they're like, oh, nice. HP is pretty good. CP
power
is
level
low.
is over
Maybe he stole it.
9,000.
So the girl he likes the power cord. He's met her before, so maybe he just stole the police commissioner's their little computer database of criminals.
Maybe, yeah.
That makes sense. But then like the instantaneous facial recognition is
Yeah, but the bad guy
beyond
had
our
it too.
years.
They used it to find the
I
lead.
guess everyone has it.
So the movie is set in 2007.
The distant time of 2007.
Yeah, exactly. 13 years from when this movie came out. Now, there is a reference in there on the news channel about Madonna and Tom Arnold. And all I could think was then, who the fuck thought this was a good idea to put this very timely reference to Madonna
In a future,
in a movie that takes place in the future?
yeah. Quite a
What
bit
the
in the future,
fuck?
too.
Did she not go down? I guess she didn't go down with the earthquake.
I guess not.
I guess not, but I thought that was like one of the dumbest
Well,
fucking
no, she
ideas
was
ever.
already in Vegas at this point, selling out and just like, done being a singer.
Oh, man, 90s movies, just the way they project their style to the future.
I would say that it's worse than the 80s.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
bad. I agree.
I don't think there's a single futuristic movie from the 80s that does not look like an 80s movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Oh, this is a future. Oh man, everyone's gonna be punk rock. They're gonna have like these mohawks.
Yeah, it's true.
They're gonna be fuck faces to everyone. Oh yeah, it's the way of the future.
Anyway, though, Cameron was hitting on a spot that happened. So apparently, this evil bad guy.
Oh yeah, the Star Wars conclave thing. So this evil bad guy, he recruits. So he gets all of the gang members to show up into the same place. He says, "Hey, I'm going to pay you guys money if you do what I say." This weird other main bad guy who's kind of in control of the gang is like, "No, we're not going to do that." So he turns into his freaking little shadow slider and chokes the guy to death as a shadow. He chokes the guy's shadow to death, and it kills the guy.
That part was fucking awesome.
He's just sitting there, and when he's done, he's just like standing there, like you can't see it. But
I'm sorry,
like,
Cameron. Would you like to add one more visual thing to the podcast?
he was standing there like a derp. I'm just have to say it. He was just like,
no, this isn't a Star Wars ripoff. This is like a direct Warriors ripoff.
Yeah, the Warriors.
I haven't seen that.
There's a scene in that movie. It's post-apocalyptic, basically. There's gangs that rule the night and rule everything, and they have this big meeting where all the gang members come together under one guy. And then they kill the main guy, and then the Warriors are framed. But it's a fucking bad ripoff of that movie. Like, most of the time, it's like they didn't have the plot for that, and they didn't have the budget for Mad Max, and they just said, well, fuck it, we'll make it Double Dragon.
There's sorry, go ahead, Cameron.
I was just going to say, it's funny how these cheap movies can rip off of other cheap movies without fear, because no one's going to sue anyone because there's no money.
Yeah, I guess if the movie made like $200 million, there'd be some suing.
Yeah.
But since it's like, oh, it was a flop, who cares? They're already fucked. Their investors just...
You know, it's a great idea. Let's rip off this other movie that was not a success.
So I got some notes here. There is a spinach torture scene.
Oh, yeah. Look,
like
guys.
4 speeds. The mutant guy.
I gotta tell you, they got, you know what? I gotta give them props for this. They got the VR right, they got the Google Maps right, and they got the fucking vegans right, too. This movie, vegans are fucking nuts.
I'm gonna feed you more spinach until you tell me what I like, no more.
It's fucking Popeye moment right there.
Yeah, those
Creating super soldiers.
fucking vegan fascists.
I think Popeye would be pissed off. And you're like, why the fuck are you wasting the spinach on that guy?
She was feeding him like boiled spinach. In this place, this was like, it's like a light place, tons of children around, but there's just, radioactive slime too. And she's feeding him boiled spinach straight from the pot. So,
yeah. It's I would have just waterboarded the guy, but personally, call me crazy.
And then she like does this beer
Funnel
bong.
feed
She does
him
the beer
spinach.
bong. One thing I also noticed about it, the large globs of spinach she was dropping into the funnel were too large to actually go through the tube part of it.
Yeah, the tube part was like this like fucking pipe for under your sink, the little metal ones. Like, how is he eating that? You're just gonna kill him. He's gonna run out of air.
Chug.
It looked like one of those
chug the beer bong. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
beer. Yeah.
Yeah. There is a cut early on in the movie where a dude just goes, it was one of the brothers. He goes, I was having fun. And then it cuts and it's a different angle on him. He goes, I was just having a little fun. And I was like,
Is there no editor here?
yeah, what the fuck happened here?
You just said that.
Oh yeah, are you having fun, asshole? Yeah, I caught that.
So there was a slight edit mistake where they just had the same line, 2 different angles.
Oh my god.
It was bad, dude.
So they had the 2 cameras filming him say it, and then they just forgot when they switched the angle. They'd already set the line.
Yeah. I gotta tell you though, there was another part where there was a chase scene
On the jet skis?
on the jet
man.
ski things.
Don't get me started on those jets.
Okay, so they're trapped in this room, right? The gangs are all after them because the main bad guys basically put a ransom on their head to get the other half of the medallion. Now, they're in this little hut. The guy gets hit in the face or in the eye. The black man swords him.
I can see you. And
Right.
That's that scene.
That's that scene. Shortly after that, they bust through the wall with a jet ski, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
It's just random.
And
jet
they're
ski.
like, there's this angle of them just getting massive air in the jet ski, right? It's just them getting massive air, and then like someone else chases after him, also getting massive air. Like I expected him to like get up off the seat and like kick his legs out to the side, do like some trick. There's like a fucking grind bar in the water that then just like turns sideways on.
Getting style points.
No, so they're chasing him. I'm like, okay, this is a good chase scene. There's like a cruise out there. Like, all right, well, here's the dilapidated city. It looks like shit over there. It looks like China shit over here. The water, just don't touch the water. It's flammable.
Yeah,
as
the
fuck.
water's flammable. Okay, so the one thing to point out is before they're like, oh no, we can't jump into the water because it'd kill us. So they've stated the water is unsafe. They cannot be in the water.
Right.
Continue.
So there's all these people touring the water in a boat, which is fucking retarded. All right, anyway, though, the guys that are chasing him, in the jet ski. They've got it's like a jet ski tank, man. There's
there's like a
barrel.
There's a large bore barrel. It looks like a cannon, right? It's something that you would see on a small anti-tank, whatever. It's just a small cannon. Shoots missiles because that makes sense.
Yeah, they I don't know. Caleb was pointing it out.
Yeah, the fickle fucking missile is the fickle fucking missile is as long as the fucking barrel. Like, how did that thing even come out?
I love they have
already there.
I love they always have that targeting scene where they're trying to get the lock on, but they can't just quite get the fucking lock on. It's like, dude, let's just shoot this anyway. And then of course they miss. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, and then you would have set the water on fire. You think if you know that the water that you live around is fucking flammable, you know not to set the fucking water on fire.
Right,
but it's on fire all the time. I mean, the news report later kind of states that.
Caleb, if you had a jet ski that shot missiles on it, why would you not shoot a missile? I'd be like, I don't even care if I'm going to miss. I'm just shooting this thing.
I don't know. If I'm going to have a fucking decked out fucking jet ski for the purpose of killing two dudes, I would use fucking maybe a mounted machine gun.
Exactly.
Maybe some small torpedoes.
Always has to analyze the scene.
Something.
It's like, when will you ever need a jet ski with a missile on it? What are you going to try to attack a cruiser? No, if you're doing a chase scene, you're chasing someone else on a jet ski, just get a machine gun. You can just spray the area in front of you and you're good to go.
Yeah, you would have killed him. All right, so speaking of this boat chase scene, not as awesome as the one in Face Off, of course. That one's amazing.
No, that's the ultimate boat chase.
The boat chase sequence was filmed on the Cuyahoga, what is that? Cuyahoga River in northeast Ohio, and climaxes with an explosion which uses 700 gallons of gasoline combined with 200 gallons of alcohol. Despite warnings the night before on several news channels, the explosion caused residents of the nearby city to panic, leading to 210 calls to emergency services over 10 minutes. This thing's huge.
Can you imagine living in the sleepy town next to the sleepy little river? I don't watch the television. It's the war again. They're coming back.
Yeah. The explosion was actually pretty awesome.
It was a good explosion.
And the explosion that killed the Asian bitch earlier was awesome,
but
too.
But then let's go back. Let's remember how we stated they said you cannot go in the water. Water's death. But the thing that caused the explosion is that they were going along on the jet ski, which was probably over an old highway because you have one of those old highway signs that tells you your exit. Mm-hmm. That's just right there. They're about to run into it. Missile gets launched, and then the huge explosion, and then you don't see them. Jet ski, the boys, they're gone. And then the whole huge thing explodes, just like we talked about. And then they're just sitting there treading water.
No. Okay, so the missile didn't hit the sign. It hit somewhere else. And then they kept driving past it because they barely dodged it.
And then it just blew up.
And then they run into the fucking sign.
Oh, yeah.
And then they explode. Yeah. Which doesn't make any fucking sense to me because the sign wasn't made out of metal. It was fucking wood. And they just go through it. And then all of a sudden there's an explosion.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. Like they just... It was
how do we get these guys out of this situation?
Like fucking Michael Bay directed that part.
No. Yeah, well, Michael Bay would have at least made the rocket hit.
Yeah, he would have done some good zooms and zoom in and outs.
Yeah.
It was his first time. Who knows?
Yeah. But anyways, here they are just freaking, treading water. The one guy kind of does the spit of the water out of his mouth and it's like, oh man, that was awesome. We're alive. Oh, hey, we're in the water. Oh, just don't swallow it. We're going to be fine. So... can't be in the water. Water's death. Or no, you can be in the water. You just can't drink water.
Yeah, and then
even though they were under the water for like a minute.
Yeah.
And then they get out, no adverse effects, even though this water's flammable.
Right, I was hoping they would fall in and they'd turn into that.
I was hoping their hair would start to fall.
They turn into the dude at the end of fucking RoboCop, where he's like that sludge creature. He's like, well, help me. That's what I was looking forward to, but of course, disappointed.
I got one more note here, and it's about the father of Melissa Milano. Alyssa Milano.
The
sorry.
police commissioner.
The police commissioner, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, during the day, his police force rules, right? And everybody wants the cops to rule again,
Right.
Basically during the night.
The cops
And there was
are
a
just
point where his daughter, she's cleaning up the streets, and he decides that he needs to clean up the streets.
No, he
too.
doesn't know. He doesn't know yet.
So, shut up. And so he has
All right.
shit.
No, he does
on
know
point.
by that point.
I
By
think
this point, he does
yeah.
know because of that reveal near the end. The climax.
So he has all of the cops grouped up, right? And he has this incredible speech about how they're going to clean up the streets. And
then everybody looks at him like an idiot.
The beautiful line, "We're taking back the streets. That's an order."
Yeah, sir, that's a statement.
That is not an order.
Everybody just looks at him, and then he like solemnly walks out.
Yeah, like they're all betrayed, but then they're like, wait, what? How are we going to take it back? Like that's just
I
like
don't want to do that. I'm not doing that.
That's a big goal. I mean, we have to have a strategy to this.
You could say,
I have
you could say,
1,000 gangs.
we're taking back the streets. That's our eventual goal.
Yeah, let's
But
start
we're
with
taking
Main
back the
Street.
streets.
Let's kick some ass.
That's an order.
Yeah, let's go execute the boneheads on the spot.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
that's an order.
That can work.
There's another scene that made me laugh. I have to mention it. This is the part of the scene where he discovers his daughter is doing this thing, but it's when they're in the fucking vent and they're trying to fish the medallion off the guy's desk, and he has like some sort of like ring or hook on a chain. He's like putting it down through the vent. He's trying to fish this other piece of medallion, and they're like, "Oh, we got to do it," so he's not seeing. But the whole time, the blonde chick's watching him do it. The medallion floating in the air.
I actually enjoyed that.
And she's like looking up, and then she goes over and grabs like one of those spears with the really long blade and just jams it up into the ceiling.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed that because it means that there was a henchman that wasn't an idiot.
Well, she was
once.
pretty dumb. I
The
would have
whole
been like,
scene,
"Hey,
she's just like looking up at it, and she's like watching the medallion.
You know
float up
what?
into the air, float.
What
float.
I don't like is the vent, the little opening in the vent was just big enough for the tiny little necklace. The medallion's like 3 times, but what are they going to fucking do when they get it? Like, there's no
Like-
way that thing's coming
Like
into
right
the
at the
vent.
beginning, they should have been like, "Oh, this isn't going to work."
Yeah, it's like, hey, asshole, that's not going to fit. And then, of course, it copies Mario Bros. Again, and they fall through the fucking vent in the ceiling.
Of all the movies to copy, the super mediocre Super
I told
Mario
you.
Bros.
I told you.
Is the one to do.
Yeah.
That's like I said. It's like this movie's crap. Let's rip it off because they'd never sue us for it.
Yeah, this movie's definitely worse
It's like
than the Mario
they're sitting
Bros.
there. It's
movie,
just like, we need to make a video game movie, and there's only one example of how to do it: Mario Bros.
Yeah, that is probably what they thought of.
Okay, so the director of this movie was James Yukich. This person has actually worked a lot since this movie. I believe this was his first movie, real movie. But since then, he's been a director for concert films almost exclusively, I would say. I believe he's found his passion or his...
Okay.
He's definitely not much of an action director.
Been exiled.
Yeah, perhaps the mega failure of this movie has caused his career not to...
Yeah. Unfortunately,
in terms of narrative film, get any.
Unfortunately, one of the writers, Caleb pointed out, was the one of the writers that have done the Batman.
Batman
TV
the Animated
shows.
Series, Paul Dini.
Paul Dini, yeah.
I felt a little hurt.
His story credit for Paul Dini. Look at that.
That's fucking bad.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I'm sorry, Paul Dini. Sorry this
one of the
happened to you.
screenwriters
It's his fault.
is one of the screenwriters for Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
Oh man! Amazing
At
television
least he
shows.
went on to do better
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
He
Peter
went on to
Gould.
do epic stuff.
Yeah.
Learn from the failure.
Michael Davies, the other screenwriter, of course, did Shoot 'Em Up, the classic from 2007, right? You remember that?
No, I
100
Ooh,
Girls,
2007.
8 Days a Week, and Monster Man.
Have not seen any of those movies.
No.
Yeah, so a lot of these people, I mean, I recognize the main actors in this movie. Of course, one of them from T2.
Yeah.
But not just that. He's been in a million other movies. Our
Yeah.
2 leads, and Melissa Milano. Milano, I know, does a lot of TV as well. So it's not like this movie destroyed too many people's careers.
No.
No. So, that's a good thing. Perhaps because it was so little seen,
Nobody saw
that
it,
no
yeah.
one had anything to say about it. So does anybody have any last thoughts on this movie before we give our overall sort of rating or whatever we want to do?
Yeah, we'll do.
I just have a quick question.
We'll do a ranking.
Who's played the video game?
I have.
I've played the arcade.
I'm pretty sure I did too.
And is there a definite story to it?
No.
No,
Okay,
not really.
There was actually a game that they did. One of the Double Dragon games was based on the movie. So they made a Double Dragon game that had the plot to this movie after this movie was released.
Ooh.
Wow.
That was probably a boring game.
No, Double Dragon's a fun game.
Well,
I mean, it's
they
a
also
pretty
have
fun
a
arcade game.
cartoon for Double Dragon, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So they take this fighter game. There's no real story.
It's not
so
a
we
fighter,
have creative
it's a side-scroller
leeway.
beat 'em up.
So we just have this creative leeway to do whatever, and this is what they did. Mario Bros. 2.
Well, no, I think it's actually closer to the video game than Mario Bros.
Or is it the Mario Bros. Prequel?
It's definitely closer than Mario Bros. to
They're
the
going
source
through,
material.
cleaning up the streets. There's a bunch of gangs, and they're beating them up.
Yeah.
And they
Well-
look like what they do at the end of the movie. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's actually pretty like in comparison to Mario Bros. Versus its movie, it's pretty fucking close.
And yeah, it's closer to the...
I mean, you got
Source
they're
material.
trying to add a plot to something that doesn't have a plot,
Right.
which is
really
an old
hard.
arcade game.
I had a similar situation
Tetris,
earlier
the movie.
on Drew, the co-host of the Godzilla podcast. One of his buddies on Facebook was like, how come they don't have a Legend of Zelda movie? Like, they make all these other movies, these movies for this, these movies for that. Why not Legend of Zelda? And I was like, well, all the video game movies are ass. Are you sure you really want a Legend of Zelda one? He's like, oh, if they did it right, it would be okay. And I was like, that's
you did it right.
You know what?
So-
That's what they all say, and they never will. You know why? It's two different fucking mediums of entertainment. They can't do it right.
Besides, you're aware that
translate the
Link
same way.
doesn't have the ability to speak.
Yeah, how fucking
So-
awesome of a movie would
Hey,
that be?
Yeah.
The Revenant was an amazing movie, and he didn't have very many lines. It can be done.
Yeah, we're talking 0 lines. Link doesn't
Yeah,
speak
like
at all.
0 lines.
What about Mr. Bean in his movies?
That's a different
That's a,
genre.
That's a comedy,
movie.
but yeah, those are good. And
You're gonna do
Johnny
Legend
English.
of Zelda in the style of Mr. Bean.
It could work.
Just get
Comedy.
attacked by fucking chickens.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Why don't they make like an action film that's a silent film, basically? Yeah, you could probably do something like that.
Speaking
Black and white.
Yeah, no one would ever pay for that movie, and it would
Yeah.
have a budget of $50,000. But you
what
might
was
be able
that?
to
What
do
was
it.
that one movie that recently came out that was filmed all in first person?
Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore
Hardcore
Henry.
Henry, yeah, that looked cool.
I want to know how that did,
Nah.
because that to me feels like a video game representation on the screen.
It is
of being-
not the first movie that's ever done that.
It's not.
Nope.
What is the?
There's
other
been
movie?
a ton of experimental films that have done that. Since
Doom did it in the
beginning.
scene. That's about the only good part about that movie.
No, I mean, like, there's movies from the 20s, there's French movies from the 40s that did that. There's tons of stuff.
Yeah, but in this, were they all high action packed stuff like this?
No.
Of course not.
They were
They're
like
French.
I remember one being like,
It's really slow.
I
A
walked
couple
into
guys
one of
smoke
those French
cigarettes.
movies.
Yeah,
That's the movie.
They give America gifts.
they
and everyone hates them.
talk about sex.
Yeah, they
That's
talk
a French
about
movie
they talk
from the
about
50s.
sex and they smoke a cigarette.
There's a scene
That's it.
where a girl like sucks the nipple of a statue. French. Yeah.
What?
That's one on the list. The Days of Gold or something like
Oh,
that.
I haven't seen that. I was like, what the
Le,
fuck?
La J something
All right.
something. I don't remember the name. It's
Okay.
fucking weird. It's fun. No, it was a toe. It was the toe. I was like, what the fuck? It's weird.
Okay, then.
Caleb.
What do you think of this movie?
Last
garbage.
thoughts, fat boy.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Reminder of what it is on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
8%.
8%, yeah.
8%.
And that's critics.
And Mario Bros is 13%.
I would say it's definitely 5%.
Get a nice 5%.
Yeah.
And
I think production quality alone, this looks like a high budget TV movie to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario Bros.
high
actually
budget
looked
Hallmark.
pretty good.
Yeah, Mario Bros.
It was too weird.
High quality
too weird.
production design.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
1993.
There was a nice scene in this movie though where it showed like the city as they were driving by and it had like it was all red.
Yeah, it
that
was a
looked
cool model
really
shot.
good.
Yeah, I saw that shot too. And I was
the
like,
shot,
oh,
and I did
That's
like
really
the way
nice.
that the ruined city that was flooded looked. I mean, if they've
That was
done
garbage, Cam.
I liked it, and if they I aged it appropriately, just depending on how old it is. But then if they did like a global warming movie, if that was like the theme of the dystopian, like now Los Angeles has sunken because of global, that would have been a good movie.
Yeah, I know.
I would have liked it.
Yeah. I don't know. I hated that.
That would have been enough to change your opinion.
That would have just been the premise.
No, so it's basically the same. No double dragon, gangs versus cops, and then it's
so change the entire movie, but change the premise.
So Mad Max. Are you saying Mad Max?
Words,
New
not
Angeles.
this movie. I would like it better.
You know what? I second that.
We all second that.
I meant like gangs. Gangs. So that
you wouldn't prefer a different
dystopian where
movie?
the gangs are fighting the police, and then it's the struggle of the police and government actually taking back control of a ruined city.
Wait, does this sound like The Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah, it's fucking Batman. That's what I said. It sounds like an average Tuesday for Batman.
But then it's a martial arts movie at the same
Oh,
time.
what? Like Dark Knight Rises?
No.
Yeah.
fucking every day.
What is the line he says before he punches Bane?
I don't fucking remember.
It was something stupid though, when he came back. Yeah, I've come to fight you, or something like it was gearing up for a bigger line, and then it was kind of like a C plus. Sorry.
What about you, Joe?
This movie is much worse than Super Mario Bros.
Definitely.
In fact, in comparison to Super Mario Bros. Looks like a decent movie.
It's not.
I said in comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all relative, Schweiss. Now, I am sad that it doesn't have like a nice Blu-ray release, like a director's commentary, where he's like, "I'm sorry."
He's just all it is just him sobbing in the background as the movie plays. That's all it is.
Somebody else
tries to explain it.
I do want to know what Paul Dini thinks about this movie. I haven't listened to anything with him talk about it yet, so that would be interesting to hear. This movie, guys, someone ripped it on YouTube. If you would like, if you're a masochist, maybe looking up this movie is for you. That's all I'm saying.
Do we know if this movie has any sort of cult following? I know certain bad movies have like a good cult following of it.
This movie,
only if they're like meant to be kind of funny, but this
was
movie,
it like The Trolls, like the
set the
worst
bar.
movie on?
it was for a
Tomatoes.
while. But then
That one has a cult following, yeah.
yeah, that one has a cult following.
That's different, though. That's
I feel like this movie isn't bad enough for that, though. Like, there's a bad that it has to, the threshold of bad it has to go
So
through.
there's bad trying to be bad, and then there's bad and they don't know it.
I think this was a lot of good technicians, good, decent actors who've had better careers since this movie, and before, of course, T2. Obviously, a director, first-time director, yeah, but, you know, I had a lot of experience since then. I think this is like a movie that just like, it's just
it
too
was
bad.
just doomed from the beginning.
and a lot of
Yeah.
good people that just
A lot of good people
failed.
that did not do good work as a group. This movie is bad. It's
None of them
real
ever worked
bad.
together again.
I don't want to watch it again, but we got to do
Yeah.
we got to do a commentary.
No.
I mean,
No.
What do you think, Caleb?
Oh man, this I have to agree with Joe. This is way worse than the Mario Bros movie. Like the Mario Bros movie is pretty bad, but this one it just felt like a cheap ripoff of many other movies. We've got stuff from Mad Max in here. We've got stuff from
Mario
the
Bros.
Warriors. We've got. The first 30 minutes of Mario Bros. Is basically copied. Unfortunately, they didn't have the sweet jetpack boots in this one. They couldn't afford them because their budget was nothing. The lines were just atrocious, and they were delivered in like the most lazy way.
Yeah, a lot
Like,
of them were.
Is it me or is it hot in here? Like, fuck you, bitch.
Right, she is your type.
I wear tight
Yeah.
leather clothes.
She is your type. It's like, yeah, fuck off, drive. We're gonna get killed. There's no time for
Get
your
off
little
the street. Get
for your
in the
little
car.
quips.
He doesn't care.
And
I
you
mean,
know-
you've established his personality in the fight scene.
And you call him the smarter one, but None of those three people
no.
are
They're not smart.
Them.
None.
They are not smart, but
None
he is dumber than the rest.
The chick didn't tell him like, "Oh, hey, mate, that's probably."
I'm not saying that they're smart.
She just fucking sat there and let it happen. She wanted it. She wanted it the whole time.
And then let's talk about how the fact that she's just carrying the double dragon with her everywhere she goes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not a good movie, guys. The action, I guess, some of the fight scenes were okay. It's mostly fight scene and then really bad jokes. Caleb and I were working on a script that was better than theirs with the mailman thing.
Yeah.
And a few other lines that we came up with while watching that we will not share here because we're going to do it later for something else. And, just don't worry about it. What are you looking at, Joe?
I'm looking at other movies based on video games so I can gear up for another segment.
The next one is going to be Mortal Kombat.
No,
yeah.
it is not.
Are you sure?
Street Fighter?
Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Mortal
Street
Kombat
Fighter.
is the only video game movie that I remember watching as a kid.
I kind of like it.
I've seen Street Fighter. I remember
I have
that
not
movie.
seen Street
It's
Fighter.
garbage.
Okay, so
I can't wait to watch it.
So we've now gone through 2 of the
Live action movies.
live action video game adaptations. Guys, would you rank this below or above Super
We didn't
Mario
hear what
Bros?
Cam thought.
I said it's below.
he already.
and I gave a
okay.
dissertation on how I thought this would be better as not this movie.
He went first. Yeah.
All right, I remember the not this movie was better.
Does anybody think that Super Mario Bros. Is a worse movie?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
And this hurts me because that movie I thought was going to kill me.
It was the worst movie that he
You
had
know
ever
what the
seen.
saddest part about this is, though?
What's that?
I Frankenstein is still worse. It's still worse.
Why did you have to remind?
I was thinking about this near the end of that movie, and I was like, you know what? That was an hour and a half, and so was I Frankenstein, and it felt like 6 hours. This movie felt like an hour and a half, which is bad. Not the worst movie I've ever seen, but God, it's worse than Mario Bros. Just remember, there's worse. They're real.
I know. I remember. I think I was the first one who watched I Frankenstein.
Times are we going to talk about I Frankenstein?
And I was like, that was the worst.
We're going to talk about it till
the
it gets
worst
replaced.
movie ever made.
Have you seen Beowulf?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Beowulf has like a 40 or 50.
Beowulf
You just
is
Tomatoes.
quite enjoyable.
It is 100%
to
because
I
of
Frankenstein.
Angelina
There is
Jolie.
one scene in I Frankenstein that's cool. That's it. That's it.
I can
man.
probably think of the scene.
And
you're
it's like
thinking
10
about.
seconds.
All right. Beowulf has 2. The dragon and Angelina Jolie almost naked in CGI.
All right.
Yeah.
See? It's
Called hentai.
The new drop from Joe.
It's going to have to be, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I just had my awkward Caleb laugh. Oh, God. It's like Japan never makes a live action.
Hey, Caleb, do we have any of those reviews from Amazon?
I believe we might.
We might.
I don't know. None of them are really funny, though, is the problem.
That sucks.
They're just people who truly like this.
Okay, this one might
movie?
be. It's a 5-star review. This is a segment where you're taking
I
from
can't believe
Ultima.
there'd be any 5-star review.
which we also took from How Did This Get Made?
Right. This one's titled
proper
Don't
response.
Call Me Dragonfly by a customer. Double
Oh, my
Dragon
God.
can be best described as America's early introduction to Jackie Chan-style martial arts movies. The two heroes, played by
No,
Mark Dacakis.
Drunken Master was before this. Drunken Master was fantastic.
But that was in Chinese.
We're not critiquing
Still,
the
though.
reviewer's review.
Yes, we are.
And Scott Wolf
Just enjoy the review.
are black belts who emerge out of fights unharmed by using their martial arts skills, but also using whatever props and tools they can get their hands on. The parking cone, for example, the Uber parking cone. It has just enough comedy in it, too. So that's how it's a Jackie Chan-style kung fu flick. It was critically trashed in its day and ended up being a box office ghost, but it deserved much better. Make no mistake, it is suitable for family viewing, but it is also enjoyable to martial arts fans and fans of the Source video game. There's something in it for everyone. Double Dragon tells the story of a future in L.A. It's now called New Angeles, after a horrible earthquake has partially submerged the city in water. Evil businessman Koga Shuko, Robert T. 1000 Patrick, who does these roles in his sleep, yes he does, is seeking to get his hands on a mystical Chinnis, which is supposed to be Chinese, amulet known as the Double Dragon.
That's like Chinese.
Chinnis.
That's what it says. It was split into two halves.
That's racist.
But whoever could possess and unite both halves would attain godly power. Koga already has one half in his possession, but the other half belongs to Satori Imada, which is Julie Nixon, who is the adoptive mother of the martial arts experts brother Jimmy and Billy
Never
Lee.
says that.
Adoptive mother, yeah.
No, it
never
says
says
guardian.
that conclusion.
Koga is hot on their
Adoptive
trail.
mother, question mark?
And Jimmy and Billy join to stop Koga to save the world. I can't read the rest of this.
Why?
It's not a funny
too much.
review.
No, it's not. None of them are funny. I think they're real.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong?
why it's funny.
Who would give this movie
Okay.
5 stars?
Etc., etc. In closing, I would just like to say, Double Dragon rules, baby. Buy it now.
For $30.
That's why I think it might be a lie.
This movie
Exclamation,
has been out of print
exclamation,
since 2004. The only Blu-ray for this movie
Just
to
gonna
ever
play
come
some
out.
Pokemon Go in the middle of the
fuck
show.
up. No,
No phones. What happened to that?
I can still
Pokemon
talk
Go
at the
happened
same
to that.
time.
Yeah.
The music
Yeah.
So
player.
no, remember, it doesn't apply to Joe. If it doesn't apply to Joe,
Okay,
it doesn't apply to Joe.
You know what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought up Pokemon Go. You're right. You're right. I will put the phone away. You are correct.
Just gotta turn off that music.
Yeah.
But he's not doing anything. No, I was looking stuff up on the movies, and then its icon was just looking at me, and like a fucking trained animal, I went, doop. I just clicked on it.
Let's go find some shit. Oh, wait, I'm podcasting.
He
Yeah.
just walks out the door with his mic.
All right, what are you guys going to give this on? Yeah. And we're going to talk to him like in the mic still as he walks
I just
away.
got out the door.
It's a fucking ponytail, guys.
What are you guys going to give this on Rotten Tomatoes?
My Rotten Tomato score?
Yeah.
If I were to
Like out of
change
100?
the Rotten Tomato
No,
score,
just out of 5 stars.
Oh,
Rotten
5
Tomatoes.
stars. So it's not a-
your score.
I
When
would
you go
give
on and
this-
rate it.
I would give this a teeny little corner of a star.
Okay.
Just barely
That's
filling
all you have to
The
do.
point of a star.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cameron's giving it a half a star out of 5.
I can't. Is that the lowest you can give it?
Yeah,
You
that
can't.
is. That's
yeah,
what
like,
it is.
If you could, then like a point of a star.
Yeah, it's half a star is the lowest. It doesn't count anything less than that.
Yeah, I've tried doing 0 stars and stuff, and it doesn't do it.
It's unfortunate.
Okay.
That fucking paparazzi movie.
What about you, Craig?
Fucking suck its dick.
I would also give it half a star.
Joe?
I was thinking about maybe 1, but I was like, nah.
The one line with the fat guy and the punch in the face, that was a good moment. And then the little matte painting that you were talking about was cool looking enough that I'll go ahead and give it 1 star.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 1 star
Generous.
too. I gave Super Mario Bros. 1.5. I had to double check what I gave that one, but I felt like it was a little more than 1. And this one's definitely worse. I don't think it's half a star though.
I think I'm going to give it a star.
Gotta
just
make sure
because,
it's cut
just give
above
I'm gonna
Frankenstein.
change. I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to give it a star because of set design.
Yeah. Well, there was times where I was like, man, this is totally a set.
Well, yeah.
Like
whole
the
movie.
caves, I was like, my God.
And like the whole freaking the power cores place.
I gotta
Yeah.
say, like, Mario Bros. Was like 6 times more expensive than this movie.
Yeah.
And you can see it on the
You
screen.
can really see it.
Of course, you know, I guess Mario Bros. Would be more of a sure thing for a studio or for
Yeah.
investors to put
Yeah,
money
Double
on
Dragon is
than
like
this
a
movie.
risk.
Nintendo's got to.
Double Dragon's a risk because the Double Dragon arcade game at its height was years before this movie came
right.
out.
And it's an arcade game.
Yeah,
Make a
it's an
movie out of
arcade
that.
game, so good luck. This movie's bad.
Bad.
This movie's real bad.
Yeah.
You guys want to get fat?
Yeah.
Let's get fat. How are the goals going, Caleb Craig?
All right.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
I don't really have as much to talk about as you fuckers, and we're sticking with the goals thing instead of just whatever we want.
It is whatever you want.
Look, the man.
Then why do you start
That's
off
the
with
opener.
goals?
Because that's how we started the show at the beginning.
But it doesn't make sense.
He set a
'cause we're not
goal
doing it.
that he knew he could attain, and he's attaining it, and that's the end of the story.
What?
Yeah,
Cameron.
Whatever.
What do you want to talk about?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Move on. Nothing.
All right, fuckface.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So to me,
All right, here we
Are
go.
you sure, Caleb?
So to you.
Are you sure, Caleb?
Yeah.
You didn't
I'm
watch
good.
any animated films.
Nope. Not
Wow.
this week.
Suck ass.
All right.
All right. So to me,
Yes, to you.
Hey, Cameron, to you.
I have been doing a good job of keeping track of my finances. I've been writing them in my little book. Remember how you used to do that, Schweiss, where you used to write down your transactions in a little pocketbook?
No need. Mint.com.
I'm doing that. I know. So mint.com is good, and I know I can just log in online and see all my transactions. I don't need to do this, but what it is doing is I am now constantly aware of how much money I have and how much I can spend.
Right. That's
You can
that's
do
the
that
point
by
of it.
checking your bank.
No,
You can. That's
you
not
can't.
the idea is that every time he spends money, he writes it down in the book and he sees how much he's got right there at all times.
Immediately
and he remembers,
transaction. I don't have to wait until a transaction finally goes through. I already know
Right.
how
It's
much
like
money I have left to spend.
writing notes in class. You can type notes, but writing notes actually is
And
shown
so
to
my budget
be more memory.
is in my
oriented.
mind. I have it written down.
I was waiting for you to finish that.
Yeah.
It's proved to be more memory.
Very much more memory.
Oriented. I was like looking at you. I was like, oh my god, tell me he's gonna stop there.
Not quite.
He didn't.
No, it helps with memorization, though.
It does. No, my finances are in the forefront of my mind right now. So me keep track of it. I'm budgeting the food. But one thing, I'm not into ketosis yet because this beginning of the week before I had money, I ate what I could get my hands on because I had no food.
Can't afford hot dogs and cheese sticks.
I bought tons of hot dogs, but then Cody and was being real nice and they made me food a lot. So I ate their food. But now, after I went shopping on Wednesday, I'm getting myself back on track. One thing I wanted to mention to you guys, with this low-carb diet, I was looking at some low-carb recipes, and I found low-carb naan bread you can make. Doesn't use flour, uses coconut flour and some psyllium husk powder.
How many
and
carbs is it?
Its net to carb per serving is 3. And that's like a piece, that's like 2 pieces of bread.
Oh.
I'm going to, tomorrow, this is what I'm doing. Tomorrow, I'm going to make it, test it out, see how I like it. And if it works out great, dude, these are my hamburger buns. These are I'm going to have it with meals all the time.
You're talking about your hands for a second there.
No, these
are my hamburger buns.
Guys, these my hamburger buns.
Yeah, he was talking with his hands. I would like to point that out in case the audience is fucking confused.
So I'm going to tell you guys how this turns out.
Okay.
And just the only thing is that this powder, the psyllium husk powder, is kind of hard to obtain. So I might have to go to Whole Foods to see if I can find it.
Oh, boy.
I'll tell you guys how it works, if it's worth the effort. And if it is, I'll let you guys know. And then we could start using stuff like that.
I think
It should
Whole
be good.
Foods has like a fucking entry fee, don't they? Like you walk in and it just auto charges whatever cards you have in your pocket.
Nah, they shame you into donating to random stuff.
South Park
Like
reference.
Yeah.
I'm only going to check there just to see if they have it. If not, then this might not be
I
worth
would
it. I
call
have to
them.
order online. Yeah.
Don't go in.
It's the net carbs.
Yeah.
Don't be
So,
seen.
Carbs minus
per
fibers.
serving, I think coconut flour has like 6, but it has like 4 dietary fiber.
All right, yeah,
Oh,
you're
okay,
good.
sweet.
So I'm going to look into it. I'm going to try it. It's non-bread. You're supposed to make it with tons of butter and garlic. It's supposed to be amazing. I actually had one of my coworkers make it for me because he had all the ingredients. And he cooked it in coconut oil, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought me some. I think it could have been a little bit thinner, a little bit crispier, but it was actually... It didn't taste too bad. So I'm going to make it myself, tell you guys how it goes, and then that might be our future of bread.
All right.
All right. Anything else?
Reading my books. I have not finished a book since I last checked in. I am still working on The Immortal Irishman. And
Have you
I'm
finished
still,
the book?
The Immortal
when we've been
Irishman?
asking you?
Yeah, I finished a book.
I haven't heard you talk about finishing them in a while, though.
No, I've heard you talk about the books you're reading.
You've just been like, oh, I got 6 books this year.
I have read a book
whatever.
a month so far.
Okay.
And so I need to finish a book here in this July to keep that up, which is kind of around the corner. But I'm reading my Tom Clancy book. I'm listening to this audiobook, and that's where I'm at right now. And then with working out, I'm still only going for my training. I need to step that up, but...
How's your trainer liking it?
He's like, if you come in more often, you'd see more results.
Dumb shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
for my
what you're doing is actually working, because I was able to do that hike with you guys, and I didn't feel that much pain. I got as far as I did without feeling pain in my back. Pain in my lungs was incredible, but pain in the back wasn't too bad.
All right. I have been doing pretty well with the finances. I'm taking a look at everything. I've got, other than buying every secondhand electronic item that my roommate had, new TV, new phone, a DS from his brother, not getting any rent money
Still
because
small TV.
it all went away. I'm still doing pretty well. I'm probably going to throw like $1,100 into my mortgage, just like $400 or $500 extra, which is pretty legit. That'll be like a payment taken off in the end. That's going pretty awesome. Getting kind of ramped up for school. I'm starting to get ready for my math thing that I have to finish up before I go into the next semester. That's not going too bad. I got to do that in like the next month probably. And what?
Nothing.
What is it, fag? What's your problem, man?
Wow, what was that?
Such strong negativity.
What?
Why have you been such a fucking cock to me?
It's
lately?
you. You're the cock.
What did I say?
It's your face. It's your fucking face. I can't stand it.
Fuck you.
It's a face only a mother could love.
Fuck you, you fucking Spanish conquistador piece of shit.
Screw you. I'll kick your ass right now.
Yeah, you're gonna get a little saber.
Yeah, I will. I'll run him through.
That was my line this day.
No, I got to take care of that. I haven't really been the movie thing. I did watch like 3 movies last weekend. We watched The Witch, which was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's good.
I watched Room, which was good. And
Yeah, how did you like that one? That was one Joe and I saw at what theater was that?
The Broadway Center Cinemas in Salt Lake.
Well, it was odd because
That's where I saw her, and that's where I saw that recent movie about the Catholic Church, and they were trying to hide.
Best Picture winner.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spotlight?
Yeah, that was a good one.
No.
Yeah, no, I watched
Did we
that.
see both of those in the same day?
Yeah, we did.
And then the
Yeah.
other movie that I
We saw
watched,
Anomalisa as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, we saw 3
Which
I
Caleb
also-
saw this week.
So all these movies I saw
nice.
with my girlfriend, but then that other movie where the single people go to the hotel, and then if they don't get paired up, they get
Okay,
turned
that's
into
The
animals.
Lobster, and I haven't seen
Yeah.
it yet, and I want to see it, and I don't want to hear anything about it.
I just gave you the synopsis. I just gave you what it was.
know.
the cover is really dumb looking to me. It I don't know. I wish it was just a lobster.
It is a very interesting movie.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I saw all 3 of those. They're all pretty good. Each one of them was. I'm trying to go through and watch all of the nominees for like Best Picture, Best Animated, shit like that.
I'm doing that for animated movies.
The animated. What one won last year? Joe and I couldn't put our finger on it for animated.
For last year?
Yeah. I keep thinking Big Hero 6.
Frozen?
But that was... No, Frozen's older
Was
than
that the year before?
Yeah, it was like 2012.
Big Hero 6 then.
Are you sure it was Big Hero 6?
Yes.
No, that would have been against Kaguya.
It was against Kaguya, and Kaguya didn't win.
I know.
I was pissed off about that.
No, because last year was the year. Last year was the year that when Marnie was there, got nominated. Big Hero 6 was the year before. So we're
was
trying
there?
to think about a movie that we don't.
When
know
was
what the fuck it
Anomalisa?
is.
Holy fuck.
Anomalisa was last, so it was Anomalisa.
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Oh, yeah, that movie. Yeah. When Marnie was there, it should not have been nominated. I'm sorry. I love Studio Ghibli, but that was a stinker.
Well, it's probably just a shoe-in. I mean, they just do that. They do that with Disney. They do that with all
that wasn't true. But Kaguya, the Ghibli.
Princess Kaguya did not win against Big Hero 6, and it was clearly the better movie.
I haven't seen either of them, so...
Oh, man. Well... One's a masterpiece. The other one's decent.
Yeah.
It's all right. Sorry.
Spawning a TV show on Disney. That's as much as it amounts to.
Haven't really been reading a whole lot, as usual. Trying to do a little bit here and there at work and shit, but I always get distracted by other stuff.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, Pokemon Go is a big distraction. And I don't think I really had anything other than that. Working out, I haven't done shit. The Atkins is kind of stalling on me lately. I haven't been losing weight the last few days. I'm not really sure why. I might just be drinking too much diet soda and shit.
I just saw you guzzle a
2 liter of Diet Coke.
It's half. It was 8 liter.
You should look up the diet
Yeah, that's it.
soda lie.
It looks bigger than a liter.
Well, it's not gone, is what I'm saying.
Well, Dr. Adkins
so
only
you just
has you drink
chugged a
1
liter?
on his diet. It's 1.
Can.
It's 1 sweetened drink a day.
But you still, or I should still technically be losing weight, even if I'm retaining water.
No, that would make you stop losing weight. You might be losing fat, but losing fat won't show up on the scale if you're retaining water weight.
Right, so I still am losing weight, technically. I'm just not actually losing the weight. I just have it in.
The definition of losing weight, you're not doing.
No, I am doing
You're losing
the important.
Right.
But once I stop drinking the diet soda,
Once
the
I
weight
stop
will have
doing
been
the
gone.
thing that's making me retain weight, then yes, I will start losing the weight.
I get what you're saying, but
Just stop drinking it and you're good to go.
I can't. I need the caffeine. Too tired without it.
Just have 1 energy drink, sugar-free energy
No,
drink.
dude, he said 3 today.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
3 and then Diet Coke on
I
top
can't
of that.
talk. I can't talk. I've been drinking a lot of that stuff, but mine has been stalling too because I've been drinking a lot of
I
diet
think
soda.
ours has been stalling because we're still rebounding.
I don't think you've
from
been
that
doing
trip.
it the entire time, is what I think.
I mean, I started after you guys, but
Yeah,
yes,
and you
once I
didn't
got
do
into
it.
it, I was doing it.
Were you?
Yes, I was. I was in ketosis.
Did you check?
Yes, I checked with your fucking strip.
Yeah, you made
guys
him,
right
like, pee
there.
on a thing.
You guys made me pee.
Yeah,
on
we
the
watched,
thing.
we videotaped
Exactly.
it. Don't you
Shamed
remember?
him.
Dude, it's online, I swear. I
Oh.
could just find the video.
Yeah, so that's been kind of crappy, but I don't know. I'm feeling better, and I look thinner, I think. Plus, I've been walking. So.
Strangely, I stumbled across Joe's old videos that we used to make today on Facebook, and then I saw the No compilation, and yes, you look much different in the No compilation than you do now. I mean, now you kind of have this like
skinnier.
You have this kind of El Javier Conquistador air about you, but no, you were a lot skinnier back then too.
El Husk.
No, I think my face looks different too. Like, it's not just that I'm skinnier. I think like I have changed.
You have bags under the eyes.
I've always had the bags.
Kind of a red tinge to your whites of your eyes.
Well, that's
Your
the
hairline is receding.
It's the hairline, and you're a little chubbier. I don't think it's anything else.
I don't know.
I'm like 100% sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still.
The hairline's the same. It's just thinner. Actually, no, it is a little higher up, I think.
Yeah.
You have a landing strip where there
bit.
once was a forehead.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's all right,
Careful.
Cameron.
He'll start slewing hate speech words at you, too.
I know.
No,
you
it's
know.
fine. I'll still be better looking bald.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true. I have a bumpy head. Let's just say that.
Pointy chin.
No, I'm just saying straight across. You with hair, me with no hair. I'm just trying to make it even for you.
Oh, no.
guys.
no,
Give you-
there's no.
Give you a fighting chance.
No,
Jesus.
I'm not digging my own grave. I'll kill you all, you hear?
Look at how uncomfortable he is, like swinging back and forth in his chair, talking about how good looking he is.
I mean, maybe back in the day.
calling people fag.
Yeah, but
Boost his
right
confidence.
now,
Yeah.
just the toilet flushing. That's all I hear.
Yeah.
Going down the drain.
Yeah, it's probably the echo from earlier when he went to the bathroom. Hollow spaces echo often.
What?
His mind, his head is empty and it's still
A
echoing.
lame attempt. He was hurt deep, and now he's trying. He's trying so hard.
It's rare to have Schweiss be the butt of the jokes.
I know.
Yeah.
It's usually you.
He's so uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable. I can take it.
Welcome to my world.
I'm not a pussy like the rest of us.
Can you really take it? Because you thrash out in true
I like
anger.
how you said that like the rest of us, including yourself in that statement.
Well, us as a conglomerate, the Nude Clan.
All right. Well, am I stepping on you? Are you done?
No, yeah, I'm done.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I've watched plenty of movies, and you guys can follow that on Twitter. I started finally watching my fucking movies again. And something I want to talk about the most is Wheel of Time.
Oh, yes.
Because today I finished listening to the 40
Lord of Chaos?
plus hour Lord of Chaos, which it shouldn't be called Lord of Chaos. It should be called Lord of Bloat Ass.
Bloat ass.
Yeah, it's hard when you have a short attention span to get past an epic. Oh, like I know.
I'm sorry, are you saying that from you, or are you making a dig?
I'm making a dig at you.
Okay, I don't have a short attention span, so...
I was making a dig, because I know I can't watch
It was
your
a badly
movies.
placed dig, because you were like...
I like that book.
Mr. ADD goes, yeah, it's really hard when you have a short attention span. It's like, oh, tell us about that, Cameron.
I'm just saying, I listened to that whole series 2 times in a row.
There are many things I liked about this book, especially in comparison to Fires of Heaven. First off, 30% of the book is not naive. Maybe, I think there's like 2 or 3 chapters that are naive, and that's it. Thank God! By the way, my least favorite character and the most talked about character in the 5th book. There was a lot more Rand al'Thor in this book. There was some cool shit when he was, training up the new troops with Tyrion. That was really cool. There is a structural problem with the 6th book. And that is that you set up in the first 2 chapters, or even it might have been in the prologue. Gawain, he decides that he is going to kill Rand al'Thor at the beginning of the book. And then we go into the Rand chapters where Rand is training the troops. And so what's keeping the book going through the bloat, which is the book itself, what's keeping the book going is that Gawain is going to kill Rand al'Thor, or he's going to attack him at the end of the book.
That was never given a point of when that would happen.
No. But when you set that up at the beginning, it's going to be the thing at the end. It's just a storytelling technique was set up and paid.
Right, everybody follows the same rubric when they write books. Remember that.
No, not everybody follows the same rubric.
No, that's what you're saying.
But it was in the prologue, so he made it sound like it was an important thing. Like Gawain is coming for him. In the 5th book, and Robert Jordan does this, he usually sets up what's going to happen at the end at the beginning of the book. So it's not an unnatural thing that he does.
I agree.
Midway through the book, he finds out that Elaine is fine, and then says, okay, I won't kill him.
Because he loves Elaine.
And then there's no setup for any other, conflict dealing with Rand for the last half of the book until suddenly some Aes Sedai turn on him and show up.
I mean, it's his sister and both Egwene tell him not to kill him.
Structurally,
and he can't go against either of them.
Structurally, with tension throughout the book, there is none, because the book isn't building towards anything. Now,
it is building
when
towards
shit
other
goes
books.
down, it's fucking awesome at the end, but that shit wasn't set up.
No.
And so it's like, this book, it had some momentum because it's like, oh, Gawain's coming. Who knows when he's gonna come? And then suddenly it's like, okay, Gawain's not gonna do shit, and now nothing's happening.
Well,
so what did it? Rand's still training troops. The Aes Sedai are still fighting amongst themselves, and nothing's gearing up for
Because
anything.
if that fight happens,
and then suddenly
Gawain
Rand
would've been
al'Thor is
destroyed.
kidnapped.
Well, what could have happened is they could have waited till the very end for him to change his mind and then have the climax.
Yeah,
could have done that.
That would have been good.
And that's what I was
That would've worked.
I was foreseeing that. That's what I was seeing. And maybe it's just like the cliche thing, but he didn't set up the other stuff either. It's not like he was there was a hidden setup in here.
That's when you reveal the hidden surprise. Is when the first
I had problems
plot
with
is
that.
destroyed.
You need to finish it, and we need to discuss certain things.
I just finished book 6.
Are you
Finish the
further
series.
now than you were when you last tried to read it?
You just picked up where you left
Like
off.
the last time he attempted the series.
and
You picked up where you left
and
off.
like
I
stopped
picked up
halfway
where I
through
left off
5.
and then restarted 5.
Okay. Oh, that's where you started this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember the other books vaguely.
I had to listen or reread them because there was a lot of stuff that I forgot.
I'm remembering more and more as the books go on. Like, I remember the wolves thing with Perrin because it's a big, important thing
It's
in
awesome.
this book.
The Perrin's
It was-
parts and then
yeah.
Rand's parts are the best.
Here's the thing. The book, the only important parts of the book seem to be the first 200 pages and the last 200 pages. Everything else in between was
It's a
just...
setup.
Oh, it wasn't even setting up the end of that book,
Putting
though.
people in proper places. I know. Putting people in proper places. And yeah, 5 was like a setup for the rest of the series.
Yeah, there was some...
He was getting things moving that are necessary in later books. But I don't know why he did that as a whole
I've
book.
heard it's even slower in the middle. Like, it gets even slow. Like, the books get even more clunky.
No.
Book 7 is shorter. It's pretty straight across.
So it's 850 pages instead of 950
No, I
pages?
think it's only like
Okay.
in the 600s.
Oh, yeah,
remember.
a breeze.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Yes. An
I didn't know
afternoon
you only
read.
You only read
An
the
afternoon
abridged
speed read.
versions of books.
I did read that book in a day.
Yeah, you can read it in a day if you're speed reading. I guess that would be fine, or if that's like the only thing you're doing that day.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
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 That book is bloat-tastic. I loved the end though. Like, it was so good. And the Aes Sedai actually got less annoying. So I could live with it.
The only thing
There was
that-
just like there was no tension in the book. As soon as Gawain was like, "Pfft, never mind. Then I was just like, what am I looking forward to? What the fuck is going to happen at the end? So yeah, that's what happened. Cameron?
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah.
You're just gonna
Let's move it. Let's move it along. Yeah.
All right.
There is no along, though. This is the end.
We got at least one listener who's read Wheel of Time, so
Yeah.
perhaps we can speak upon this at length in some other medium.
There's some very interesting things that I would love to go over
Okay.
in regards to this book and in regards to certain interviews. That would be great. I'll explain more. I just didn't want to
Okay.
give away what could possibly
All right.
be.
So you can give away more at nudeclan.net, where you can find everything about our show. There will be a new website there in a week from now. You can also find us at twitch.tv/nudeclangaming, where you can see us play the games live. You can like our page on fuck. You can like our page on Facebook, facebook.com/nudeclanpodcast. It's nude spelled NEWD. You can finally, of course, tweet me at Joseph Diggle
Me at Obsidian Bar.
Me at Nude Clan Cam.
Me at UFF Podcast.
and our other shows.
Ultima Final Fantasy, where Joe and I play the entire Final Fantasy series. And there's a little thing called Super Sexy, which also spawned from Ultima. Erotic fan fiction at its finest.
Super sexy swinging fan fiction.
Yeah.
And
what else do we
lastly, the Godzilla podcast.
Oh, is that still going?
Yeah, commentaries on all your favorite Toho monster films. Hey! All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Enjoy the nude.
May the list go on.
Live always in the nude.
Fuck off.
Yeah!